My name's Nick Powers, and I'm the president and lead instructor of Warfighter Scuba. I'm a veteran of the United States Marine Corps from the years 2003 to 2007, with one combat deployment to Haditha, Iraq in 2006. Throughout my time overseas, I experienced a lot of situations that you wouldn't necessarily find yourself in the United States. IEDs, getting shot at, rocket attacks, mortar attacks, you name it, it happened. When I got out of the Marine Corps in 2007, I tried to adjust back to civilian life, and the whole time you're in, you just can't wait to get out. And when you get out, you start to realize, did you make the right decision? 9 times out of 10, most of the guys that get out, they immediately plummet into a depression cycle because you don't have that structure anymore that the military provides you. And this hit me super hard. We moved to one of the #1 top dive destinations in the entire world, and I figured I'd start getting back into scuba diving. And after our first couple dives, I realized how peaceful it was underwater and how none of my problems followed me. You're just there in the present moment. I had the idea for Warfighter Scuba, and I kind of hinted at it, and they said, "You go for it." And that's basically how Warfighter Scuba was born. So Warfighter Scuba is a nonprofit. We're a 501c3 nonprofit with the IRS. We bring combat wounded veterans down to the Caribbean to teach them scuba diving to treat their wounds. Whether their wounds are physical or mental, such as PTSD, scuba diving is a extremely therapeutic activity for mental stressors and for physical ailments. Mentally, as soon as you go underwater, your body just reacts. It's not normal. You're not meant to breathe underwater. Automatically puts you into the present moment. You have nothing but peace and calm. This ability to separate yourself from reality really allows veterans to find out what their trigger mechanism might be for their particular mental stressors. So every veteran who comes through our programs gets a 100% funded trip. Each veteran also receives a round-trip ticket from their home of record. That ticket will bring them straight into Roatan, and their entire week stay, their hotel, their meals, their snacks, everything's paid for. And so that veteran can get an entire week away from reality and completely separate from any kind of problems they might be facing at home. So each veteran receives very private and intimate training sessions when they come down to Roatan. We first start in the pool. We do some confined water skills. We'll then switch out to the open water dives. From that point on, it's not even training anymore. It's just fun. It's learning on a level that I don't think most people have experienced before. We do all the certifications for them that we can in a week at their pace, from open water to full face mask to nitrox. Every trip that we have, whether it's one veteran or 4 veterans at a time, we just have a blast. There's no bad karma. We've seen sharks, we've seen turtles. We've seen 4 eagle rays at once. Just the things that happen when we're in the water together are truly, they're just unbelievable. The dedication that these vets have now to scuba diving and to wanting to come back and to help other veterans experience what they've experienced, it hits me in the heart more than most things have ever hit me in my heart. It's truly an honor to take these heroes into the water. It's really cool to see the transformation that happens to them, from being, oh my gosh, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do this. I've gone snorkeling a few times, or I'm not that good of a swimmer. And the funny thing about scuba is none of that matters. You're completely weightless in the water. You could come down and have 0 experience in the water and be one of the better scuba divers out there. So as with all nonprofits, we rely solely on generous donors such as yourselves. None of these programs could exist without people who are willing to give some of their hard-earned money up to save veterans who might be struggling with everyday life and have that unfortunate thought of suicide. 100% of every dollar that's donated goes directly to the veterans. I personally, myself, I do not take any kind of money. All my time is donated. There's no salary to anybody who's on the board or any staff positions in Warfighter. Donations can be made on our website at www.warfighterscuba.org. And remember, every donation is 100% tax deductible.
Biggest thing is getting the word out, awareness of Mission 22, the struggle as it is to fight PTSD and suicide. My name's Corey Decker. I'm the state representative for Mission 22. This year's been great. We got a bunch of great guys that have gotten together and decided to create this rally. The word's getting out, and it's turned into quite an event where we can actually help a lot of veterans. It's a great event, but you really have to go and see it for yourself, and it's really one of those things that's an experience. That just going that weekend, we've seen how it changes people.
Welcome back. It is Friday night, therefore it is Friday Night Lights, brought to you by Gears Unlimited. We are at USA International Speedway tonight. This is week 11 of the 12-week season, so we're getting down there in points with only a couple of tonight and tomorrow or next week at Volusia. So we're getting down there. We're getting ready to call the drivers off the track for a quick drivers meeting, and we will get the show underway. If you're out there, you tuned in, greatly appreciated. If you're new, welcome. We do operate on suggestions. You see something you like that we're doing, let us know. More importantly, if we're doing something you don't like, please let us know that also. Many ways to get a hold of us. Facebook, Discord, my email, joe@gy6rn.com. However, you can get that to us, and we have instituted many changes due to driver and fan input. So we will call the drivers off the track here momentarily. Get all drivers, clear the track, please. All drivers, clear the track. All right, fellas, welcome to Friday Night Lights. We are in week 11 of 12. We got tonight at USA. We wrap up next week at Volusia. Points battle is pretty tight. If the top 5 in points, Anthony Marjulio, Ryan Lefebvre, Caden Berry, Butch Baker, and Isaac Salas are your top 5. Not going to ask you to not race those folks hard, but please be aware who's around you. We do have championship points on the line here. We had 0 protests from the 358, so no penalties tonight. Keep working on numbers. We've been doing a little bit of work on the numbers. If you go to Discord and you go into the numbers page, you scan up, you'll find a spreadsheet. That spreadsheet has who is assigned what number. At the first week of next season, if you are not running the correct number on your car that matches your league number, you will be disqualified until that is done. We do have to go through our list. We have 200 and I can't remember drivers signed up for the league, and not very many of them, or a lot of them have not ran. So we're going to see if we scrub that list or not. But keep working on your numbers. We ask that you go and check out that spreadsheet. If you have any issues with that, please let me know. I can look it up for you. With that, we will advance to qualifying. We do mute microphones right before qualifying. We do not have anybody in the admin booth, so black flags will not be cleared. I am a one-man show, so I'll do my best to admin and broadcast at the same time, but be patient. We do live reviews, as you guys know, so good luck tonight. Put on a great show, and we will advance. Any questions, comments, or concerns? Now would be the time. No idea. Shoot me a message in Discord. I'll look it up after we get done broadcasting. All right, fellas, advancing to qualifying. Good luck. As you heard, we are going to qualifying. We will follow the cars on the track, trying to fix some technical issues here real quick. See if we can't get that corrected. Out on the track, we are riding around Chris Brown, Indiana driver in the 136. See how Chris Brown does. USA, big long track. We will be probably advancing some of the caution laps pretty quick. We do run cautions. Chris Cox at the top of the board with a 22.671, followed by Morano. That didn't last long. Marjulio, your points leader, at the top of the board with a 22.649. Zach Loomis in P2 with a 22.663. Got a full field tonight. Looks like everybody should make the feature. I'm trying to count here real quick. Billy Roberts, Gears Unlimited owner, out on the track in the 99 machine. The 87 of Andy Patton in the Air Force car is with us tonight. Joe Canellis in the 1 machine. Joe is good enough for 23rd quick. Ryan Lefebvre to the top of the board. Lefebvre and Marjulio battling out in the points. They're also battling it out for quick time. Ryan Lefebvre, Venom Racing driver, puts down a 22.713. Gavin Chatham now to the top of the board with a 22.635 for the 24 machine. So great run by Gavin. Gavin wants the quick time tonight. Nathan Aldrich in the 514 machine out on track. Nathan Good for 26th quick. Kevin Davis in the 21 machine, just wrapping up 16th quick. So that should do it for qualifying. Ryan Lefebvre still out on the track running in that 19 machine. Currently second in the points by 12, 13 points or so. So the 19 and the 238 in a battle between Lefebvre and Anthony Marjulio. We do have about 10 seconds to go. We will be advancing to qualifying, or to the first heat. Heat one to the grid. Heat one to the grid, please. Gavin Chatham, Zachary Loomis on the front row, Jordan LaFawn, DV Runkle in row 2, Greg Boydell, Kevin Davis in 3, Michael Vital, Butch Baker in 4, Carson Nicholson rounds out your field of 9 drivers. All right, fellas, heat 1. You guys know the drill. Going to be running 8 laps. Top 4 heading straight to the feature. Everyone else will go to a B main. Leader, I'm going to ask you to be 1.5 car length behind the pace truck. Everybody else, once we get the 1 to go, and ask you to tighten it up. Half car length between yourself, the car in front of you. The start is on green. Do not jump the start. Do not pass before the start finish line. Race hard, race clean. Put on a great show. Good luck. 24 of Chatham on the front row. He's got the 37 car of Zachary Loomis to his outside. Again, we got a great turnout tonight, so should be a real good show. Chatham Motorsports in the 24 car. Watch that 11 Nightmare Motorsports driver of Jordan LaFawn. Pace truck should get off the track this time by. Gavin Chatham will bring us to the green flag. 8 laps again to get this done. Pace truck should roll off this time by, and they do. Field belongs to the 24 car of Chatham. Getting ready to get lap 1 underway. The green flag is out. We are underway. Chatham from the pole. It's like the 11 car of LaFawn's going to follow Chatham on that bottom side. Put the 11 up to P2. Zachary Loomis falling back. Greg Boydell in the 014 machine, driver out of Canada, sliding up underneath the 37. Has to put on the brakes. DV Runkle had to back out of it. That kind of wads up the field in the back. Currently, Greg Boydell in the 014 is in the 4th and final transfer position. Up front, Gavin Chatham, Jordan LaFawn battling it out in the 11 and the 24 machine. The screen says 26, but LaFawn is indeed the 11 car. Top 4 pulling away from the field. Backing down. Caution is out. Not sure what happened here. We'll take a quick look. Looks like the 6 car just gets into the fence all by himself. Up front, Gavin Chatham leading the way. Should be going green this time by. We will see. Cannot see the pace truck. Lights are off on the pace truck. Leader, once all 4 tires of pace truck are off the race surface, the restart is on you. Everybody else, you're going on the car in front of you. Race hard, race clean. Good luck. Gavin Chatham still at the front of the field with Jordan LaFawn now to his outside. Let's see if LaFawn can do something from the outside. Pace truck is off. We are underway. 24 car getting a good jump on the field. Kind of stumbled there at the beginning. Greg Boydell now battling it out with Kevin Davis. This is your 4th and final transfer position. Greg Boydell falls back to P5. Kevin Davis moves up 1 position to P4. Carson Nicholson now in the 71 machine, trying to make some noise. Looks like 37 car got loose at the exit of turn 2. The battle for the 4th and final transfer position could be tight here. The 21, the 014, and the 71 are your 4 cars battling for that 4th and final transfer position. Carson Nicholson and Greg Boydell right up below you, side by side. Kevin Davis moves up into the 4th and final transfer position. Looks like we're getting racy up front. It's like LaFawn wants to take that position away from the 24 of Gavin Chatham. Closes in the gap. Go on board with LaFawn as he pulls to the back of the 24 machine. Both of them running the low line. Working lap 6 of 8. You see the track starting to wear ever so slightly. LaFawn trying that bottom side. Can he make it work? He will slide up and get out back behind the 24 machine. LaFawn putting all kinds of pressure on Gavin Chatham for the victory here in Heat 1. The night is starting off pretty good here. Greg Boydell in the 014 still on the outside looking in. Kevin Davis in the 21 machine holds the 4th and final transfer position. This is the last lap. Can the 11 car get it done? Will he dive underneath the 24? Last lap, last corner pass. Gavin Chatham to the bottom. 11 follows. Can't make it happen. 24 gets off a turn 4 clean. Chatham, LaFawn, Loomis, and Davis are your top 4 heading to the feature. Heat 2 to the grid. Heat 2 to the grid, please. Ryan Lefebvre, Chris Brown on the front row. Ramey, Dylan Corn, and Corey in the second row. Andy Patton, Jeff Barker in row 3. Randy Shreves, Donald Ingram in 4. Nathan Aldridge rounds out your field of 9 drivers. All right, drivers, welcome to Heat 2. You know the drill by now. Leader going to ask you to be 1.5 car length behind the pace truck. Everyone else, once we get the 1 to go, ask you to tighten it up. Half car length between yourself, the car in front of you. Start is on green. Do not jump the start. Do not pass before the start finish line. Top 4 heading to the show. Everybody else going to B main. Race hard, race clean. Good luck. So the 19 car Venom Racing driver Ryan Lefebvre starts from the pole, currently 2nd in points. Again, he's 16 points behind Anthony Marjulio. We will see Anthony running here in a few more heats from now. 3rd place in the points. Caden Berry is not here tonight. He's running real sprint cars back on the East Coast this week. Hope to have the 12 back with us. Wish him a good run. Ryan Lefebvre has had a strong season thus far. We do have 2 drop weeks, so that will shake up the points, but everything should be settled after next week, and we will be under preparation for the following season. So we'll have a week off. We'll run a bunch of Coast to Coast Racing League races. Coast to Coast Racing League is a big sponsor of Friday Night Lights. We are not an official member of Coast to Coast Racing League, but they do sponsor us and provide support. You can find our league standings and our race schedule on their webpage at c2crl.com. If you're interested in a very well-run race league, check them out also. Again, c2crl.com. Pace truck should exit this time by got Andy Patton and Jeff Barker in the field. Air Force and Marine veterans. Like to thank those folks for their service. Coming towards the green flag. Green flag is out. Looks like the field bunched up there a little bit. LaFave to the bottom. Chris Brown in the 136 car falls in line behind LaFave. Dylan Corey in the fourth and final transfer position. You can see the two veterans right behind the 9 car, the 513 Marine Machine, the 87 Air Force entry, running side by side. Looks like Patton trying that bottom side, trying to get up behind the 9 car, be the first one on the outside looking in. LaFave putting a little gap between himself and the 136 of Chris Brown. It's like the battle of this heat race right now is between the 87 and the 513. Two Coast to Coast Racing League drivers going at it. Looks like the 513 got up into the wall a little bit there. Ryan LaFave looks like Chris Brown in the 136. He's closing in on the back of the 19 car. Chris Brown looking for a heat win here on Gears Unlimited Friday Night Lights. Chris Brown sending it in low. 19 with a good run off that high side. We'll stay with Chris Brown here. See how he's getting it done. See the track starting to get slick. Running that bottom side, working the throttle, working his hands. The 9 car coming under attack. Jeff Barker in the 513 Marine Machine. He's pulling to the back of the 9 car with working lap 6 of 8. Top 3 spacing themselves out from the rest of the pack early. Ray Ramey underneath the camera here. Driver out of the Plains, not sure where. If you're a driver, you're watching back the replay, please update SDK driver information down in the bottom left corner. All of your info will be played live on the broadcast. Chris Brown not giving up. The 136 is keeping the 19 close. This is the last lap of the number 1 car. Chris Brown diving underneath. Will he get underneath the 19? Thought better of it. Good driving on his part. Backs out, lets the 19 go. Great heat race. LaFave, Brown, Ramey, Corey are your top 4 heading to the feature. Everyone else headed to a B main. Heat 3 to the grid. Heat 3 to the grid, please. Anthony Marjolio and Chris Cox on the front row. Dean Reynolds and Brandon Voles in row number 2. Anthony Morano, Mike Brewer in 3. Billy Roberts, Joseph Canellis in row 4. Garrett Mitchell rounds out your field of 9 drivers. All right, drivers, welcome to Heat 3. By now, you guys know the drill. Leader, 1.5 car length behind a pace truck. Everybody else, once we get the 1 to go, tighten it up. Half car length between yourself, the car in front of you. Start is on green. Do not jump the start. Do not pass before the start-finish line. top 4 heading straight to the feature. Everyone else going to a B or C main. Not sure how many we will have. Race hard, race clean. Good luck. As always here, Got Your Six Racing Network. We were created to give veterans out there that are hurting some information on where they might go to find some relief or some help. We are racing for awareness. 22 veterans a day take their own lives. I found that absolutely unacceptable. So trying to do our small part to move that number as close to 0 as we can. If you know a veteran out there, reach out, let them know you care about them. You never know what frame of mind they might be in. And also a special shout out as we go into this Memorial Day weekend. Please do not lose the purpose of this holiday. Think about those who paid the ultimate sacrifice for their country and everything that they have done or did for our freedom. So Anthony Marjulio on the 238 on the front row. Mass Mafia driver got Dean Reynolds. Watch the 079 rolling off P3 here. Pace truck should exit this time by. Pace truck is off. Marjulio bringing him to the line. Chris Cox to his outside. Chris Cox not in a battle for the points in the 358s. Marjulio way up on the grass, almost gets into the wall. Good run by the 79 of Dean Reynolds. Dean Reynolds looking for that lead early. Marjulio able to recover. Again, we got a battle for that 4th and final transfer position. Currently belongs to Brandon Voles in the 22 car. Anthony Morano in the 320. Gears Unlimited entry wants that position. 39 car Brewer stuck his nose in there for a brief moment. Made contact with the back of, I think it was Morano. Up front, we got a battle. Chris Cox going for the lead. Pulls up to the outside of the 238 of Marjulio. These two are 1-2 in the limited late model division. Also, with the 515 holding the current lead. They battle it out side by side. Marjulio gets into that wall again. That should open the door for Chris Cox, and it will. Chris Cox to the point. In the 515, the 238 falls back into the grasp of the 79 of Dean Reynolds. So Chris Cox to the point. Brandon Voles in the 22 machine. He has separated himself from the rest of the field. Your top 4 now with a little bit of gap in front of the others. Marjulio and Chris Cox, they're not done. They're still side by side. We are working lap 5 of 8, so we do have a ways to go. Marjulio diving it down low. Can he get a run off that bottom side? He'll slide up and get in behind Chris Cox in the 515 machine. Chris Cox, a Des Moines, Iowa driver. Boy, Dean Reynolds hits the wall, gets into the 22. That'll knock Dean Reynolds back a few positions. More contact made. Brings out our caution. We will take a quick rewind here. See what exactly happened here. Marjulio down low. It's like Dean Reynolds just gets up into that outside fence. Nowhere for anybody else to go. Going green next time by, fellas. Lights are off on the pace truck. Chris Cox takes over the lead from Marjulio. Anthony Morano in the 320 Gears Unlimited machine. Morano Racing entry is in the fourth and final transfer position with Joe Canellis in the one car and Billy Roberts behind him. Dean Reynolds falls back to 8th in this heat race. Pace truck is off. The restart belongs to Cox. Cox is off. Great start. Great start by the front of the field. Chris Cox puts a pretty good gap between himself and the 238. Working lap 7 of 8. Anthony Morano in the fourth and final transfer position is able to put some space between himself and Joe Canellis in the one machine. So your top 4 separated from the field by a little bit here. We do have one lap to go. Up front, Chris Cox getting it done. Anthony Marjulio staying on that rear bumper. Marjulio needing a good night to maintain his points lead for the championship. Brandon Voles and Anthony Morano are in the 4 transfer positions. Coming off a turn 4, Marjulio gets a little bit sideways. Chris Cox will take the win, followed by Marjulio. Voles and Morano are heading directly to the feature. Everyone else will head to a B main. B main to the grid. B main to the grid, please. Greg Boydell, Jeff Barker on the front row. Canellis and Nicholson in row 2. Donald Ingram, Billy Roberts in 3. DV Runkle, Andy Pat in row number 4. Garrett Mitchell, Butch Baker in 5. Randy Shreves, Mike Brewer in row number 6. Michael Vital, Nathan Aldridge in 7. Dean Reynolds is the 15th and final entry. All right, fellas, welcome to the B main. 10 laps to get it done. 12 of you, 12 are headed to the feature. Initial start is on green. Do not jump the start. Do not pass before the start finish line. Race hard, race clean. 12 of you will advance. Good luck. It's like 12 of the 15, so we will have 3 cars head home after this. We will watch that bubble position here. Good to see the 71 car of Carson Nicholson back with us. Carson racing the 7-Eleven car, racing late models back in Georgia. Had a little bit of time tonight to come out and run with us. Greatly appreciated, Carson. Jeff Barker in the 513 Marine machine on the outside of the 014 of Greg Boydell, Canadian driver. Pace truck should exit this time by. Track starting to get pretty slick, which might open up some pretty good racing. The cars will have to move up probably off that bottom line. Pace truck is off. Greg Boydell bring us to the green flag. Green flag is out. We are underway. Not a good start. Got kind of jammed up in the back there. 513 up high into the wall. 71 of Carson Nicholson going for the lead outside of the 014. Joe Canellis trying to follow the 7-Eleven machine. Canellis will go by. 10 of Donald Ingram now on the outside of the 014. Looks like that outside is starting to wear in and be the place to be. Back in the 12th position, the 213 of Michael Vital is the final transfer position. Nathan Aldrich, Dean Reynolds, and Mike Brewer at risk of heading home after this. Joe Canellis pulling up to the back of the 7-Eleven of Carson Nicholson. Go on board with Joe Canellis in the One Machine, Coast to Coast Racing League driver, as he tries to track down. Hear him working the throttle, see those hands, super busy inside the cockpit here. Looks like drivers have found the high side, getting above that slick spot there. Nicholson dives it down low. Will he slide out? At risk of losing the position. Looks like that bottom line just is not working. Gets up inside, outside into Joe Canellis. Joe Canellis with the preferred line, currently on that high side. The one may get by here. Donald Ingram in the 10, driver out of Georgia. Slide job by Nicholson. Now he will trap the one down low. See if he can't take over that lead. Once again, Michael Vital in the 213 is going to battle it out with Dean Reynolds. Dean Reynolds in the Super Dirt Car Series Full Throttle Motorsports driver. Good looking wrap he's got tonight. He's looking to get that 12. Looks like we do have a couple cars around. Back it down. Caution's out. Back it down. Not sure what happened here. Looks like somebody right there got up into the wall. DV Runkle all by himself just hits the wall, clips the 87 or 97 of Butch Baker. Working lap 6 of 10, so we do have a few laps to go here. We will give the one to go. Should get the one to go this time by. Canellis, Nicholson, Ingram, Boydell, Roberts, your top 5. Special shout out to the 99 of Billy Roberts and the Gears Unlimited machine. Stepped up to be the title sponsor of Friday Night Lights. They're doing super cool stuff out in the Kansas City area. Independence, actually. Carbon fiber drive lines for late models. Pretty cool stuff he's got going on. So greatly appreciated, sir, for your support. If anybody out there would like to donate, we do not charge drivers. You can give us a donation at gy6rn.com. Green flag is out. Joe Canellis is off. Puts a little gap between himself and Carson Nicholson in the 7-Eleven machine. Donald Ingram now. He's going to try to make that bottom work. Trying to get underneath the 7-Eleven of Nicholson. Greg Boydell recovering pretty well. Started on the pole, back in the 4th position. Talked about Billy Roberts. Billy Roberts up to 5th. Jeff Barker now. We will check on the final transfer driver, and it looks like Nathan Aldridge in the 12th and final transfer position with the 39 of Brewer, trying to get it done underneath the 514 machine. Brewer, the first car on the outside looking in the 39 entry. Up front, Canellis opens up over a half-second gap over Nicholson. Nicholson under attack from Donald Ingram. Donald Ingram in the 010 machine. Driver out of Georgia giving Nicholson all he wants. Greg Boydell in the 014. Take a quick peek back to, looks like everyone behind Nathan Aldrich is 1 lap down. We do have 1 lap to go. 39 car sends it in there. Got to be careful being 1 lap down. Carson Nicholson giving it one last try. Throws the 7-Eleven in low. Coming out of turn 4. It's Canellis, Nicholson, Ingram, Boydell, Roberts, Mitchell, Barker, Patton, Vital, Reynolds, Shreves, Aldrich are your transfer drivers heading to the main event. 3 minutes of warm-up. We will have 3 minutes of warm-up, and we will be right back.
1, 2, 3. say it's a matter of time. 1,000 days and the sun won't shine before I come back to you. For your love I will go far. I wanna be wherever you are. I know I'm coming back for you.
Brother, it's good to see you.
Our love is a river long, the best ride in a million wrongs. I know I'm coming back to you. And I'm happy, nothing's going to stop me. And I'm happy, nothing's going to stop me. I'm making my way home. I'm making my way.
When people hear Till Valhalla Project, the first thing they might think of is our shirts. But what most people don't know is that our plaques came first and the t-shirts came second. What some people might not know is that the same shirts that we make day in and day out allowed us to do unbelievable things for unbelievable people. Whether it's donating our proceeds to reduce veteran suicide or gifting handcrafted memorial plaques to the families of fallen heroes, these t-shirts simply stand for honor and freedom, two words that wouldn't exist without our heroes. This makes Till Valhalla Project a place where fallen heroes truly live on forever.
Welcome back. We are just finishing warm-ups. Chris Brown at the top of the board in warm-ups with 22.630. Second in the points. Ryan Lefebvre is in P2, so we should go real soon here. Feature to the grid, please. Gavin Chatham, Ryan Lefebvre on the front row. Cox LaFawn in row 2. Brown Marjulio in 3. Loomis Ramey in row number 4. Voles Davis in 5. Corey Morano in 6. Canellis Nicholson in 7. Ingram Boydell in 8. Roberts Mitchell in 9. Barker Patton in 10. Vital Reynolds in 11. Randy Shreves, Nathan Aldrich rounds out your full feature field of 24 drivers. All right, fellas, welcome to the feature. You guys know the drill. The initial start is on the green flag, so nothing changes from your heat races. Going to ask you, leader, 1.5 car length behind the pace truck. Everyone else, once you get the one to go, tighten it up, half car length between yourself, the car in front of you. Start is on green. Do not jump the start. Do not pass before the start finish line. Leader, keep a steady pace. Do not speed up. Do not slow down once the pace truck exits, please. Let's not ball up the field here. 25 laps to get it done. Guys have put on an amazing show so far tonight. Race hard, race clean. Good luck. Gavin Chatham on that front row. Your points leader, Anthony Marjulio's rolling off P6. Second in the points, Lefebvre rolling off P2. So points all comes down to contact points are subtracted from your race points. So races can be, championships can be decided by incident points. Track is starting to get super slick. I expect to see that outside. Super busy. Looks like there is a thin band down low. Don't know how many drivers will attempt that line, but we will see. We got 25 laps to get this done. This is week 11 of Gears Unlimited Friday Night Lights. Drivers putting on a heck of a show. Greatly appreciate everyone tuning in. We are getting ready to go feature racing again for 25 laps. Pace truck is off. Gavin Chatham crawls to the green flag. Green flag is out. We are underway. Good start by LaFave on the outside. The Venom Racing number 19. It's like the 515 of Chris Cox thought about taking it 3 wide. 11 car of LaFawn. Driver out of Indiana will move up to P3. 238 of Anthony Marjulio. Contact in the front. Sends Cox around. Cautions out. Back it down. Back it down. Not sure what happened here. We will take a look. Not sure who that was. It's like the 515 checked up for the 1176 into the back of the 515 there. All right, fellas, let's get caught up as quickly as possible. We should have one to go this time by. Leader, 1.5 car length behind that pace truck. Let's go, tighten it up, 2 by 2. Looks like I gave that one to go a little bit late, kind of scrambled the field. My apologies to the drivers if you're watching this back. Try not to do that again. 24 is off. The restart is on the leader. Gavin Chatham back to the point. Second in points, Ryan LaFave hot on his tail in the 19. The 11 car of LaFawn sends it in deep. Anthony Marjulio in the 238, your current points leader, running back in P5. We do have a long way to go. Looks like the drivers in the back there thought about taking it 3 wide. Carson Nicholson in the 711 car takes it to the outside. Marjulio settles out in P6. Chatham out front. LaFave sitting comfortable in P2. Ryan LaFawn in the 11 in 3. Chris Brown in the 136 car. Back it down. Caution is out. Not sure what happened to this one. We will see. Got a couple of things going on here. Carson Nicholson. Morano gets up into the wall. Gavin Chatham still at the front of the field. Jordan LaFawn and LaFave, the 11 and the 19. We should get the one to go this time by. Working lap 3 of 25. Lights are off on the pace truck. We will double it up and get ready to try it again. The 11 of LaFon backs out of it smartly. Up front, Gavin Chatham in front of Lefebvre. See the track getting rough. Car starting to bounce a little bit. That will add to the complexity of what's going on inside the cockpit. We will go on board with second in the points. Ryan Lefebvre. See, he works the throttle, works his hands. You can see the 24 car starting to run a slider line, a shallow slider line. Back it down, fellas. Back it down. 37 car tumbling here. Let's see what happened. 37 car by himself gets up into that outside wall. Brings out the caution. Gavin Chatham has led flag to flag so far. We are in lap 9 of 25. This should be a single file restart. Going green next time by. Chatham, Lefebvre, LaFon, Brown, Marjulio are your top 5. I would expect a 238 to run a safe race with his 12-point lead Don't expect that driver who drives mini sprints back on the East Coast for his real ride. Pace truck is off. Gavin Chatham will bring us to the green flag. Chatham is off. Lefebvre, good start by the 24. Pulls out from the 19, the 136 of Chris Brown. Dives it down low. He's going to try to give that bottom side a go. Anthony Marjulio under attack from the 11 car of Dylan Corey. Now Donald Ingram in the 010 car trying that bottom side. Trying to get underneath the 9 and the 238 of Marjulio. Out front, Gavin Chatham looks like set sail. LaFawn pulling right up on the rear bumper. Oh, they make contact. Almost again. LaFawn dives it down low. LaFawn up to P2. Move Lefebvre back to P3. LaFawn gets up into that outside wall. Chris Brown in the 136 still giving that bottom a go. Check in the back of the field here. Jeff Barker in the 513 Marine Machine. We are 2x2 back in 14th position. Barker gets a little bit loose off of that corner. Anthony Morano into the outside wall. Gets the 014. Back it down. Caution is out. Working lap 15 of 25. Coming up next, we got the limited late models, followed by the 305 sprint cars. So the night run may run a little long. Let's end it with a long green run right here. Race hard, race clean. Good luck. Jordan LaFawn, Nightmare Motorsports driver, is able to move up to P2 in the 11 machine. Dylan Corey in the 9. Pace truck is off. 24 with a good start. LaFawn goes right with him. Your leader did not get away from LaFawn as he did last time. LaFawn in P2. 136 back down to that bottom side. Chris Brown not giving up. That almost put your 2-point leaders nose to tail. Marjulio follows Brown down to that low side. Points leader Anthony Marjulio into 238 down low, following Chris Brown down on the bottom side. Up front, 24 of Gavin Chatham's getting away from the field a little bit here. Jordan LaFawn in P2. Don't know how aggressive the 238 will be. Working lap 17 of 25, putting on a great show at the front of the field. Andy Patton battling out with Dean Reynolds and Chris Cox. This battle's back for 11th position. Randy Shreves in the 56 machine coming up and getting a little piece of that action. The 87 car gets down on that inside wall, loses the momentum. Dean Reynolds moves up to P9, up 13 from his starting position. Nathan Aldrich in the 514, driver out of New York, is currently up 17 positions from the start. Good run by Nate tonight. Backing down, caution is out. Not sure what happened here. We will try to find the 10 car, Donald Ingram. Gets up into the wall. Gavin Chatham at the front of the field. Working lap 18 of 25. Should have one to go. Again, working lap 18 of 25, so we do have a ways to go, but the drivers are running out of laps here. Chatham, LaFawn, LaFave, Brown, Marjulio are your top 5. Points leader Marjulio in 5th. Ryan LaFave, the 19 car, second in points, is currently running in P3. It's like the 11 car got into the back of your leader, kind of balled up the field there behind him. Marjulio going for P4, can't make it stick. LaFave and Marjulio on that bottom side. See if they can make that work. LaFawn currently in P2. Under attack from Ryan LaFave. LaFave would like to get at least a couple more positions, help close that points gap between himself and Marjulio. LaFave side by side with Jordan LaFawn entering turn 3. LaFawn on the high side with a good run. It's a good run off that high side. LaFave trying to get the bottom to work. He loses ground this time to the 11 car. Chris Brown now been working the bottom all night. Works to the outside in the 136 car. Chris Brown also out of Indiana. Following LaFawn in the 11 car on that high side. 1-2 in the points. 19 and the 238 down low. Marjulio slides to the outside. Going to take a peek. LaFawn way up on the wall. We are going to go 3 wide. That wasn't going to work. Glad they backed out of that. That put Ryan LaFave there in a little bit of jeopardy. Marjulio trying to get to the outside of LaFave. Will he pass the 19 car? Put Marjulio now up to P4. LaFave P5. LaFawn still working that high side super hard. Gavin Chatham loves seeing this action behind him as these 4 are putting on a heck of a show. LaFawn, Brown, Marjulio, and LaFave battling it out. A little bit back in the field, you can see Dylan Corey in the 9 car. Nathan Aldrich up 17 positions. Donald Ingram giving that bottom side, and Dean Reynolds up 13. Trying to get underneath Chris Cox in the 515. We are working lap 24 of 25. They thought about taking it 3 wide. They make contact. Chris Cox able to hold on to it. Up front, Gavin Chatham with quite a bit lead over LaFawn in P2. Chris Brown now battling it out with LaFawn, the two Indiana drivers going after each other here. It's like the bottom side has come in. That's where they are running. We do have one to go. Oh, that is the top three start finish line. Top three start finish line. What a race. LaFawn and Brown put on a show for P3. Marjulio finishes P4. Lefebvre P5. We'll do this as quickly as we can, fellas. Limited late model race is practice is underway. We will get a quick podium shot, get a couple words, and head on into the limited late models. That will work. Up to the booth for interviews. Let's see who comes up and chats with us. I'm not sure if LaFawn and Brown have ever been in the booth here. We will see. There's Chris Brown and Jordan LaFawn. We will get a word with the driver of the 136 machine. Chris, this is Joe. You got me?
This is Gavin, not Chris.
All right, stand by. My apologies. Chris, this is Joe. You got me? Chris Brown, this is Joe. You got me? We will try to get a word with Jordan LaFawn. Jordan, this is Joe. You got me?
Yes, sir.
Hey, man, great run. We couldn't talk to Chris Brown, but you two Indiana drivers went at it there for quite a few laps. Is Chris Brown a part of Nightmare Motorsports by any chance?
No, sir, he is not.
Yeah, you guys didn't cut each other any slack, man. You moved it up 2 positions to take P2. Welcome back to the show. You've been gone for a minute. How'd your night go, man? How was the track? Looked like it got super rough out there. You were way up on the cushion. How'd it feel from the seat?
It was a fun race. Track was perfect to begin the feature. It was racy. And there towards the end, it felt like a Baja track rolling through the corners there. It was kind of rough there towards the end. It was a good race. All around good race.
Yeah, it was fun to watch. We were actually commenting on the way the cars were bouncing. Good representation of Nightmare Motorsports, my friend, coming back into the league here and putting it on the podium. You got anybody you'd like to thank for your podium finish?
Yeah, man. Guys over at Nightmare Motorsports, Lawn Crafters Lawn Care, 5-6 Graphics, Big Bacon Media, and you guys for putting these shows on, man. Thanks for the broadcast, Joe.
Yeah, absolutely, man. We're going to see you the rest of the night in the limited late models and 305s?
You might see me in the limiteds, the 305s, pushing my bedtime.
All right, man. The limited late models are going on right now. We'll catch you over there.
Right on, brother.
All right, man. See ya.
See ya.
The 24 of Gavin Chatham begins the race from the pole. Does not look back from that pole position, given all the cautions. Gavin, this is Joe. You got me?
I hear you, Joe.
Great run, man. You got out front and you kind of checked out there a few times. That last restart, they really started battling behind you, and you sailed home. How was the track? How was your run?
Car felt really good. We were pretty good all night long. It's key to start your night, starting on the pole and winning your heat race, and then starting on the pole for the feature. You set yourself up for a good night, and everything's going in the right direction. Car felt good. The track was definitely getting rough there, especially going into the corners 1 and 2. Going into 1, if you hit those bumps wrong, it definitely threw the car up a little crazy. So I started doing a little bit of a half slider line, trying to avoid the bumps just to stay smooth, keep my speed up, and hopefully keep those guys behind me. I know that LaFawn and Lefebvre, those are guys are really good at the 358, and it was definitely tough keeping them behind me, but it was a good run all around for me and for everybody involved. Yeah, man, great victory. You got anybody you'd like to thank for your win? I just want to thank Chatham Motorsports, Northeast Outlaws Motorsports, Premier Racing Setups just came on board not too long ago. Check them out. All your iRacing setups you need. Use Chatham15 code for 15% off any of your setups. Mike Schick Motorsports Designs, MSMD, and then Velocity Race Designs. They give us an awesome wrap, and so we look good at while we're doing it. And I want to thank them all very much.
Yeah, man, great run. We'll see you in the limited late models.
All right, thanks, Joe.
All right, man. So there you have it. There are your top three. We did not get a word with Chris Brown. We'll have to figure out his Discord issues, but we will head to a break, and when we come back, we will be with the limited late models. So stay tuned.
Soldiers, sailors, airmen and women enlist in the armed forces for many reasons, including a sense of duty, patriotism, the adventure, travel, and adrenaline. Many continue their military service because they discover a brother and sisterhood, an identity, a team. When service members are injured or wounded and can no longer perform their military duties, they quickly find themselves removed from their team, no longer serving the purpose for which they trained.
I came back from Afghanistan in 2013, and it was kind of a trial and error of finding out, after the military, what's next in life.
Being forced to leave a military career filled with purpose and pride can be challenging. Some challenges may leave lasting scars. An illness, wound, or injury can make anyone question their worth and sense of belonging after military service.
35 years in the Army, and I needed something to transition into. And so from that transition came an idea, and the idea was this.
Even though a military career may be coming to an end, or already ended, recovery can occur in the most unexpected places with unforeseen opportunities. Recovery, whether physical or mental, has no defined beginning or ending. It may last a lifetime.
For me, one of the biggest surprises that I found out going through it was that it's not like the flu where, you get sick and then you get better. You're never cured. And that's so frustrating. It's so hard to tell someone that. And it's so easy to slip back. And every single time you have to find a new way to fight it, it's a different monster every time you battle it.
This can feel daunting to a warrior who is suddenly forced to leave everything they know, trust, and love, finding themselves at the beginning of an unknown and possibly frightening new journey. Welcome to the world of motorsports.
We're in the right place at the right time in our lives to be able to take these guys that are wounded and put them in front of people that can actually show them that there is a camaraderie, there's a brotherhood within the motorsports industry, that there is potential for career opportunities for them if they have the skill set.
Motorsports offers an opportunity to regain that sense of identity within a safe, fast-paced team environment, providing a renewed sense of purpose. It has many facets, all created by teams working together for success on the track. Like in the military, in motorsports, the goal is in accomplishing the mission, winning as a team, collectively celebrating the successes and supporting teammates through the losses. Through motorsport opportunities, Operation Motorsport assists medically transitioning service members and veterans with discovering new ways of achieving a renewed sense of hope, purpose, and pride.
Besides the basic brake changing, oil changing, tire rotation, I've actually learned how to assemble and disassemble some engine parts, change some axles, do some alignments and stuff. So give it a try. You never know. This was nothing that I expected. I did not expect to be fully suited, jumping over a wall while cars were going 100 and something miles an hour.
From motors to media, tires to tickets, and hot laps to hospitality. Operation Motorsport provides beneficiaries the chance to become immersed within professional motorsports and provides them with the opportunity to find out firsthand what captivates their imagination and interest. These opportunities provide an avenue of discovery within the motorsports immersion or diversionary therapy programs, all within the Excite, Engage, and Empower recovery programs. Operation Motorsport also offers virtual engagements and recovery opportunities through an iRacing league, engaging beneficiaries in a safe, competitive environment from the comfort and safety of their home. Meeting other like-minded people, service members and veterans on the virtual racetrack, opening the doors to Motorsport Academy programs that prepare beneficiaries for their first encounters at the racetrack, and possibly leading to a day when they can get behind the wheel.
A team environment's a perfect place for people like us to kind of get back into some kind of normalcy when you go through a lot when you get medically discharged. And it kind of sucks and you put through the ringer, but I feel like what Operation Motorsport's doing is just something that's just really valuable.
Operation Motorsport prides itself in keeping beneficiaries engaged after the race weekend, throughout their recovery and beyond, through our recovery programs, or as a member of the 22 pit crew. No matter the background or story, Operation Motorsport is always there to listen, provide a safe and comfortable space, and a trusted circle of confidence that is open and honest about what difficulties may lie ahead for those transitioning out of a military career. Operation Motorsport believes in the power of team, identity, and purpose.
Welcome back. We just wrapped up the drivers meeting. We are getting ready to go into qualifying in the limited late models. We are running a little bit late, so we will try to get caught up here. Limited late models. Looks like we got another full feature. 24 cars on the button come out to run the limited late models tonight, so we will get some qualifying action here. Let's see who comes out on the track first. Thanks for sticking with us. We do have the 305 sprint cars coming up after this, but for now, we will follow the 37 car New York driver, Zachary Loomis. See how Zach does on his first lap. We will actually go through the field. Got the one car of Joe Canellis, not typically running with us. Bubbling Springs Racing, the one entry. Billy Roberts, our title sponsor, Gears Unlimited, the owner of Gears Unlimited. Thank you, Billy, for your support of Friday Night Lights. If anybody out there would like to donate, we do not charge drivers to run in this league. We operate off donation only. You can give us, if you feel so inclined, donations at gy6rn.com. Any donations would be greatly appreciated. 32 car, or 320 of Murano, hasn't got his numbers changed over yet. Zachary Loomis, we were following Zach early. He's 22,671 at the top of the board. Dylan Corey is with us in the 10 machine. Dylan Corey, another driver out of New York. Hunter Jarrell in the 80 machine. Limited late models brought to you by 213 Racing. Good folks at 213 Racing stepped up to sponsor the limited late model series. Hunter Jarrell being a member of 213, the 181 of Jeffrey Kemper, currently 12th quick. Andrew Smith in the 79, Canadian driver, gets into that inside wall, then outside wall, so that one won't count. Anthony Marjulio in the 238. I don't see Chris Cox. Where did Chris, your points leader, Chris Cox, qualified 8th quick. Anthony Marjulio is 76 points behind Chris Cox in the 238 machine. Zach Willingham, speaking of 213 Racing, to thank Zach for pitching in once again. They are the title sponsor of the limited late models division. Doing great things for drivers. Check them out on Facebook. Again, that's 213 Racing on Facebook. Good enough for 20 quick for Zach. Gavin Chatham just finishing up in the 24 machine. We should be ready now to Go Heat Racing here. Again, we got 24 cars in the field. 24 make it to the feature, so we may not have a B main. Heat 1 to the grid. Heat 1 to the grid, please. Jordan LaFawn, Randy Shreves on the front row. Anthony Morano, Anthony Marjulio in row 2. Jeffrey Kemper, Jason Furcaron. I probably got that wrong. He's new to the league. Just signed up this afternoon. Dean Reynolds, Michael Vital are in row number 4. All right, leader, you know the drill. 1.5 car length behind the pace truck. Everyone else, once we get the 1 to go, going to ask you to tighten it up. Half car length between yourself, the car in front of you. Start is on green. Do not jump the start. Do not pass before the start finish line. Top 4. Well, everybody is headed to the feature tonight. We had exactly 24 cars in the field, so congratulations on making the feature. Race hard, race clean. Keep those veterans who paid the ultimate sacrifice in your minds as you celebrate this holiday weekend. Good luck. Jordan LaFawn, we saw Jordan LaFawn run a heck of a race in the 358 modifieds earlier. The 11 cars back with us on the pole here. He was your quick time qualifier. Driver out of Indiana. Randy Shreves to his outside. Shreves in the 56 machine. LGR Motorsports driver. Comes out of the Coast to Coast Racing League stables. Greatly appreciate those folks. Again, we are not an official member of the Coast to Coast Racing League, but they do provide us all the support in the world, and it's greatly appreciated. You can find our standings and our schedules on their webpage at c2crl.com. If you're in the market for a great run league, look no further than Coast to Coast Racing League. We tried, my race team, tried other racing leagues. Coast to Coast made us feel super welcome. Racing without all the drama you get in other leagues. As we get ready to go green here, pace truck is off. Jordan LaFawn going to bring us to the green flag. Anthony Marjulio in the 238 car starting P4. As I mentioned earlier, 70 points off of that lead. LaFawn into that inside wall. Randy Shreves makes the pass in the 56 car. Marjulio wanted to take it 3 wide, ran out of room on that high side. Jordan LaFawn, Anthony Morano in the 320 car in P3. Anthony Marjulio in the 4th and final transfer position. Coast to Coast Racing driver out of Oregon. The 181 of Jeffrey Kemper making the pass on the 238. Now we are going to go 3 wide up front. Not wasting any time of mixing it up here. Put the 181 of Jeffrey Kemper into the 4th and final transfer position. The 320 car got a little loose. That will push Jeffrey Kemper out of the final transfer position and give it back to the 320 or 320 of Morano. Randy Shreves, Anthony Marjulio trying to get by on the outside, and he will. Shreves on the bottom, Marjulio on the top. 238 in the 56. Shreves sends the 56 in down low. We have a battle. Dean Reynolds now in the 79 car trying to get that 4th and final transfer position away from Anthony Morano. They are 2x2 mid-corner. Looks like they made a little bit of contact. Everyone came out okay. Dean Reynolds cuts down low. And the 74 car of Jason Furcaron. Dean Reynolds now noses past the 320 car. Dean Reynolds, Super Dirt Car Series, full throttle motorsports driver trying to get that 4th and final transfer position away from Anthony Morano and the Morano Motorsports or Morano Racing driver. Dean Reynolds sending it in down low. He is underneath the 320. This is for the 4th and final transfer position. These two drivers going at it. Go on board with Dean as he drives the 079 machine. Looks like he may have got by there. Missed that as we were changing camera angles. Oh, we had contact. Back it down. Caution is out. .32 gets up into the back of Dean, or the 320. My apologies. Let's see if we can find the 320 machine. There he is. Just gets into the back of the 79 car, takes the 74 with him. So we will not issue an EOL on that. We'll be going green next time. Bye. Jordan LaFawn on the point in the 11 machine, trying to back up his qualifying quick time. Anthony Marjulio second in the points, up 2 positions in this heat to P2. Randy Shreves in the 56 MP3. Dean Reynolds in the 79. Randy Shreves driving for LGR Motorsports. Dean Reynolds driving for Super Dirt Car Series Full Throttle Motorsports. Newcomer Jason Kirkaron running in 5th position. Jason just entered this afternoon. 181 of Jeffrey Kemper fell back there after a great early run. Pace truck is off. Great start by LaFawn out front. Dean Reynolds gets a good start. Top 4 separated from the field by a little bit here. It's like Randy Shreves digging that bottom side, got into that wall a little bit. We do have 1 to go. Your top 4, LaFawn, Marjulio, Shreves, and Reynolds currently got 2 more corners here to navigate through. Jeffrey Kemper, the 181, is the first car on the outside looking in. Up front, Jordan LaFawn, driver out of Indiana, takes the heat win. Marjulio, Shreves, and Reynolds are your 4 transfer drivers. Great heat race. Great heat race, fellas. Heat 2 to the grid. Heat 2 to the grid, please. Zachary Loomis, Andy Patton on the front row. Chris Cox, Joseph Canellis in row 2. Garrett Mitchell, Greg Boydell in 3. Zachary Willingham and Nathan Aldrich round out your field of 8 drivers. Leader, 1.5 car length behind the pace truck. Everybody else, once you get the 1 to go, going to ask you to tighten it up. Half car length between yourself, the car in front of you. The start is on green. Do not jump the start. Do not pass before the start finish line. Everyone is headed to the feature. Race hard, race clean, put on a great show. Good luck. 5:15 of Chris Cox, your points leader, will roll off P3 in this heat. Chris Cox out of Des Moines, Iowa. Got to navigate 2 more races for the, I guess it'll be the second. We did give out awards last year, even though it wasn't a full season. We will be going green next time. Bye. Chris Cox, Marjulio, Caden Berry, Jeffrey Kemper, Isaac Salas are your top 5 in points. I did not see Isaac Salas with us today. Caden Berry is not with us, so Jeffrey Kemper looking at a possibility of moving up, as is Butch Baker, who is with us tonight. Zachary Loomis with Andy Patton to his outside, the 87 car. Thank Andy for his service to our country. Retired Air Force. Pace truck is off. 37 will take that slow crawl to the green flag. Green flag is out. We are underway. Slow start on the front row. The 87 car gets the advantage over the 37. Chris Cox into 515 to the rear bumper. Your points leader not holding back. Andy Patton in the 87 to the lead with Zachary Loomis falling into P2. Chris Cox in P3. Joe Canellis now looking underneath the points leader in the 1 car. Bubbling Springs Racing entry of the 1 of Joe Canellis, also from Coast to Coast Racing League. Garrett Mitchell in the 002 car up to P5. Greg Boydell in the 014. Zach Willingham in the 001 car. And Nathan Aldrich round out your field of 8 drivers. Up front, Andy Patton, Zachary Loomis, 515. Loomis gets loose down low, makes way for Chris Cox, your points leader. Canellis Mitchell take it 3 wide. Canellis makes the pass, slides up outside the 37. Back it down. Caution is out. We will take a quick look at that. That is the 37 car. $37 EOL, $37 EOL. Andy Patton at the front of the field in the 87. Going green next time by, fellas. Going green next time by. Zachary Loomis, EOL for the contact with the 1 car of Joe Canellis. Don't know if those two will enter back into the race. Up front, Andy Patton leading the way in the 87 POW MIA car. Pace truck is off. Field belongs to the 87. He gets a great start. Got the point leader to his outside. Chris Cox, I don't think he's going to hold back. He's going to try to battle the 87. Chris Cox wants a heat win. Slides underneath the 87 car. Chris Cox battling for that lead. Your points leader getting after it with the 87 car. Making the bottom work. Oh, the 002 of Garrett Mitchell into the bottom wall. Makes way for Zach Willingham, the 001 to 213 racing driver. Those two side by side. Up front, Chris Cox gets the advantage over Andy Patton. We are working lap 5 of 8. Garrett Mitchell and Zach Willingham going at it side by side. Willingham on the outside. Garrett Mitchell down low. Mitchell will slide up in front of the 1 car. Mitchell racing in the 002. Garrett Mitchell. Patton now, he wants the lead back. He's going to battle it out with Chris Cox. Patton sends it down low in the 87. Tries to hold it down low, cut off that slider line. They are side by side. Working lap 7 of 8. Great battle up front. Patton, Cox going at it. Your points leader. Andy Patton not giving up. Cox covers the bottom, doesn't let the 87 slide it in this time. Garrett Mitchell now, Mitchell Racing entry. He wants to battle it out with the 87 car. Gets up on the grass there. This is the last lap. Zach Willingham in the 1 car in the 4th and final transfer position. Nathan Aldrich and Greg Boydell. Those two are going to battle it out side by side. Great racing throughout the field. Coming off of turn 4, Cox, Patton, Mitchell, Willingham are your top 4 drivers that will transfer to the feature. Although everybody will transfer, as we mentioned previously. Heat 2 to the grid. Heat 2 to the grid, please. Gavin Chatham, Hunter Jarrell on the front row. Donald Ingram, Butch Baker in row 2. Dylan Corey, Billy Roberts in 3. Andrew Smith, Kevin Davis round out your field of 8 drivers. All right, leader, 1.5 car length behind the pace truck. Everybody else, once we get the 1 to go, going to ask you to tighten it up. Half car length between yourself, the car in front of you. Start is on green. Do not jump to start. Do not pass before the start finish line. Top 4. Well, everyone is headed to the feature. Race hard, race clean. Put on a great show. Good luck. Hunter Jarrell to the outside of Chatham. We saw Chatham drive the 238 or the 358 mod to the victory lane. Hunter Jarrell in the 80 machine, 213 Racing. Got Butch Baker back there. Baker currently 6th in the points without Salas and Barry in the field. Baker could make some advances here in his point standing. Butch Baker out of the Venom Racing stables. Great shout out to those folks. Also been with Friday Night Lights since the beginning. Big help early on, helping me get set up. So big shout out to those guys. Great group of drivers. Donald Ingram in the 010. Will roll off P3. Driver out of Georgia. We watched the 24 of Gavin Chatham. Lead flag to flag in the 358. See how he does here in the limited late models. Pace truck should exit this time by Andrew Smith, the 79 car in the field, driver out of Canada. Great looking paint scheme on that machine. Billy Roberts, Dylan Corey in the back there in the 10. Up front, pace truck is off. We are getting ready to go green, waiting on the green flag. Green flag is out. We are underway. 8 laps to get it done here. Great start on that outside by Hunter Jarrell. Chatham sends it in, gets into that inside wall. We've seen that a couple times. Put the 80 of Jarrell on the point. Butch Baker in the 97. Venom Racing driver in P2. Gavin Chatham falls back to P3 with Billy Roberts in the 4th and final transfer position in the 99 Gears Unlimited entry. Donald Ingram back in 5th, tries to send it underneath the 99. Dylan Corey in the 10, battling out with Andrew Smith. Kevin Davis did not grid. Up front, Hunter Jarrell putting on a show. Butch Baker in P2. Butch Baker sends that 97 car down low. Taking a peek underneath the 80. Can't get a good run off that bottom side. Not sure that that bottom is the place to be just yet. Seems like there's not a lot of drive. Gavin Chatham gathers it back together and puts himself back behind Butch Baker. So rough start for the 24. He has recovered well. Donald Ingram now underneath the 99 car, Billy Roberts. Those two are going to go at it here. Roberts with the preferred line up high. Gets a good run off the top of turn 2. Billy Roberts, Ingram battling it out. Roberts up high, Ingram down low. 10 car sends it. Will he try a slide job? Thought about it. Billy Roberts covers the position. Roberts in 4th and final transfer position. Up front, the 97 of Butch Baker now putting a little bit of pressure on your leader, Hunter Jarrell, on lap 5 of 8. Pulling right up to the rear bumper of that 80 car. Butch Baker sends it in deep. Can he get it to stick? 80 car with the preferred line. He holds on to the lead. At the exit of turn 2, Baker not giving up, riding all over the back end of that 80 machine. Look back from Hunter Jarrell at the 97 of Baker. Baker still trying that bottom side. Closes a little bit of ground on Jarrell there. Billy Roberts still in the fourth and final transfer position. Donald Ingram kind of got in line. Going to come under attack from Dylan Corey here before too long. Gavin Chatham currently in the third position. This is the last lap. Hunter Jarrell at the front of the field. Jarrell, Baker, Chatham, Roberts are your top four that will automatic transfer. Ingram, Corey, Smith round out your field. 3 minutes of warm-up. We are going to do 3 minutes of warm-up, so we will be right back.
Mission 22 was founded on the timeless principle that America's warriors are equally valuable overseas as they are within our borders. We are unwaveringly committed to the journey back home and understand the barriers our heroes face when making the often arduous and taken for granted transition home. Trauma is an opportunity. While bleeding, hidden pains of the past can never be removed. We can transform them into something brand new and beautiful. We can grow through trauma to become our community's cornerstone, the safest neighbor on the block, the strongest leader in the office, the most caring volunteer at the elementary school. The Recovery and Resiliency Program is a year-long, and it uses everything from cutting-edge biometric tools to science-backed supplements. This is a catalyst to take the deep scars suffered for our nation's sake and turn them into opportunities to direct our God-given purpose and energies as protectors toward a refreshed and meaningful life. By committing to this year-long program, you will be happier, stronger, and wiser. Your PTS and/or TBI may not leave you, but you will be more comfortable in your own skin, and your suffering will begin to have meaning. Our goal is to give warriors one thing, the truth. Let's take responsibility for our healing.
Welcome back. We are getting ready to get underway here. We only have about 30 seconds until we drop the green flag for 25 laps of feature racing. Hunter Jarrell at the top of the board, so he follows up his Heat 2 win with the quick time in warm-up. Again, if you're out there and you tuned in, greatly appreciated. Welcome to the show. Gears Unlimited Friday Night Lights is a driver's league. Any suggestions, comments, concerns? Please message us. We have put in play a lot of the suggestions that came from the drivers themselves. Feature time. Feature to the grid. Jordan LaFawn Cox on the front row. Jarrell Marjulio in 2. Patton Baker in 3. Shreves Mitchell in 4. Chatham, Reynolds, Willingham, Roberts, Kemper, Aldrich in 7. Ingram, Furquerant, and Boydell. Corey in 8. Vital, Canellis in 10. Smith, Morano in 11. Loomis and Davis round out your full field of 24 drivers. All right, drivers, welcome to the feature. Initial start is just like your heat races. It's going to be on the green flag. Do not jump the start. Do not pass before the start finish line. Got 25 laps to get this done. Race hard, race clean, put on a great show. Good luck. Jordan LaFawn, Nightmare Motorsports driver in the 11 on the pole, follows up his quick time with a pole in the feature. Finished P2 in the 358 modifieds. Let's see if he can improve by one and put that 11 car into victory lane. Cox, Jarrell, Marjulio rolls off P4, so the 238 right behind the 515. Those two are 1-2 in the points, starting on that outside. Andy Patton in the POW machine with Butch Baker to his outside. Pace Truck should exit this next time by, and we will get ready. It looks like we are all set for the feature. Gavin, just stay in line. My fault. Just stay in line. You're good. You're good. Green flag is out. Forgot to give the EOL there to the 24 machine. Jordan LaFawn out to a start. The 515 beating and banging. Back it down. Caution is out. We had a big mess back here. Not real sure what happened. It was in front of these guys. Like Dean Reynolds there. .002. Oh, the 80 just gets into that bottom wall and collects the rest of the field. Jordan LaFawn up front, so that took a minute. My apologies. I think we got it squared away. We will give now the EOL to the 24 machine. A lot going on up here. But he gave himself an EOL. '80 car Hunter Jarrell had a great going green this time by, going green this time by. Get caught up. Jordan LaFawn at the front of the field in the 11. We are working lap 4 of 25. Pace truck is off. We are underway. Great start by LaFawn once again. Gets outside, gets up in front of the 515 of Chris Cox, your points leader. Cox throws it in down low. Can't get it to stick. 1-2 in the points, 238 in the 515. Andy Patton ruining that party, putting the 87 car up to P3, working on top of the 238. Heard we're getting some pretty bad Oh, the 87 car pushes through the corner. Garrett makes a pass on the 87. Looking at the 238, Garrett wants P3. Garrett Mitchell from Mitchell Racing in the 0-2. Moved up there. Jordan LaFawn still leading the way. Chris Cox, Anthony Marano still 2 and 3. Mitchell in the 0-0-2, given second in the points. Marv Julio, all he wants. Andy Patton settles back in P5. Jeff Kemper in the 181 down there. It's like the 87 car's just pushing bad. Butch Baker in the 97 up to P6. Zach Willingham in the 1 car on the outside of the 87. Donald Ingram now in the 79 car. Andrew Smith. Up front, Cox to the rear bumper of the 11 car. Your points leader's going to send it in. Not holding back one bit. Chris Cox in P2, currently your points leader. Anthony Marjulio in the 238 on the outside, watching the action up front. Marjulio now sends it in deep. See if the 238 can get that bottom to work. They have separated themselves. We got a battle with Jeffrey Kemper in the 181, Garrett Mitchell and Butch Baker in the 97. Those two battling it out for P4. Marjulio still up front, sending it in, trying to get underneath the 515, trying to make up some of the 70-point deficit that he has. Randy Shreves in the 56 with Greg Boydell behind him. Back there with Dean Reynolds in the 79 car, caught in an early incident, 37. Oh, big wreck. Backing down, caution is out. Sure what happened there. Saw the 1 car. Happened in front of the 1. Hard racing. Looks like that lane just closed in front of them. .514 in the 10. That's a hard call there. Up front, Jordan LaFont still leading the way. We will not issue an EOL for that incident. We will give the 1 to go this time by, however. Leader, going to need you 1.5 car length behind the pace truck, please. Jordan LaFont still at the front of the field with your points leader to his outside, so not much has changed up front. 238 of Marjulio in P3 with the 002 car of Garrett Mitchell from Mitchell Racing to his outside. Butch Baker looking for a strong points night, currently in the 6th position outside the 181. The 97 Venom Racing driver will probably try to keep his nose clean. Pace truck is off. Great start by the 11. Good jump out in front of the field. 515 of Chris Cox and Anthony Marjulio are now side by side. Marjulio going to try 2. That was close. 515 and the 238 battling it out. Great driving by those two. 181 of Jeffrey Kemper now going to try the bottom side. Kemper. avoids the 238. Move Marjulio up to P2. He's able to get in front of the points leader, Chris Cox. Jeff Kemper still trying that bottom side, makes contact. Marjulio, he's not done. He's going after the 11 of LaFawn up front. Saw some contact in the back of the field. All right, driver, settle down. Watch contact. Marjulio in P2 behind Jordan LaFawn. Back it down. Caution is out. Back it down. Back it down. Back it down. Not sure if the 74 went up into the 79 car. As I find the 74 here. '74 EOL, 74 EOL. We will give the 1 to go. Find out where we are on the track here. 1 to go, fellas. This time by, going green. Jordan LaFawn still at the front of the field. Got a little bit of action in the back of the field there. Working lap 11 of 25. Green flag is out. Indiana driver Jordan LaFawn out front. Anthony Marjulio in P2. Jeffrey Kemper up 10. In P3, Chris Cox, your points leader, wants a P3 back. Marjulio sends it in deep, trying to get underneath the 11 car. Can he make it stick? LaFawn pinches down on the 238. Not letting that 238 slide out wide and get out in front of him. Great piece of driving by the 11 car. Jeff Kemper holding off Chris Cox. Now we're going to go 3 wide to 0-002. Garrett Mitchell throws it in. 97 car Butch Baker in a comfortable 5th position. Front 2 getting away from the field a little bit. Jeff Kemper in P3, Oregon driver. Looks like the 515 of Chris Cox going to try it to slide down. Cut down underneath the 181. Chris Cox will send it in down low. Slide up, slide job. He is open for business. Put the 515, your points leader, back in 3. Crossover, a little late crossover by the 181. Now Kemper throws it down low. Kemper with the slide job. Returned by Chris Cox with the crossover. Kemper back to P3. Butch Baker now moves up below the 181 car. Up front, Jordan LaFawn and the 238 of Anthony Marjulio are pulling away from the field a little bit here. Looks like the battle is back here. Butch Baker now down low. Garrett Mitchell thought about taking it 3 wide. Don't want to do it there. Jeff Kemper currently in P4. Garrett Mitchell throws it in low in the 002. Jeff Kemper able to hold that spot on the outside at the flag. It is the 181. Mitchell now throws it in, crossover by the 181. Butch Baker watching this action from the 6th position. Kemper not quite able to make the pass, but he will send it down low. Run that middle groove. Good line by the 181. Up front, not missing much action. LaFawn and Marulio battling it out. Chris Cox back it down. Caution's out. Watch contact under caution. Do not make contact under caution. .514 EOL, 514 EOL. Up front, Jordan LaFawn leads the way in the 11 machine. Driver out of Indiana, Anthony Marulio, second in the points, down some 70 points. Now him and the points leader, Chris Cox, are nose to tail in 2nd and 3rd position. Jeffrey Kemper holds strong in P4. We are going green next time by. Lights are off on the pace truck. LaFawn, Marulio, Cox, Kemper, Mitchell are your top 5. Butch Baker looking for a great points night in the 97 is currently running in P6. The 97 can keep his nose clean. He will move up in the point standings. Pace truck is off. LaFawn with a great start, pulls out in front of the 238 of Marulio. Marulio sends it down inside. Can't make much progress on your front runner. Jordan LaFawn gets away from the field. Garrett Mitchell has lived on 2 wide this entire race. Finally moves up to P4. Great work by Mitchell. Been working hard all race long. Now Jeffrey Kemper in the 181 wants to return that favor. Kemper sends it down low. Mitchell on the outside. Will the 181 slide up? No, he won't. Holds his position. Marulio still up front, trying to get in front of the 11 car. They are side by side at the exit of turn 4. Can't quite make the pass. Chris Cox on the outside watching the action. That is your points leader in the 515. Kemper and Mitchell going at it again. 181 down low. Kemper. Good run off that top side by Mitchell. Butch Baker in P6, riding behind these two. Andrew Smith up 14 positions from the start in the 79 machine. Great run by the 79, the Canadian driver. Zachary Loomis in the 37 up 15 positions from the start. Great run by Zach, the driver out of New York in the 37. Andrew Smith, Zach Loomis moving through the field. Great job by those drivers. Marjulio trying to make a living on that bottom side. Can't quite get it done. 5:15 of Chris Cox kind of followed him down. We are running out of laps. This is lap 24 of 25. Marjulio Marjulio side by side, 11 of LaFawn. They are door to door. We got one lap to settle this between Marjulio and the 11 of LaFawn. We will follow these two till the end. 238 down low, pulls up to that rear quarter panel. 2 more corners to get it done. Marjulio down low, LaFawn up high. Here we come. Marjulio hits the... They make contact. It is LaFawn at the line. What a run to the end. LaFawn, Marjulio, Cox. What a show those two put on. Top 3 start finish line. Top 3 start finish line. What an amazing show. Marjulio finishes P2. Your points leader Cox 1 position behind Marjulio. Those two beat and bang to the line. The 11 car of Jordan LaFawn comes home with the victory. Great drive by the driver out of Indiana and the Mass Mafia driver of Anthony Marjulio. That was fun to watch. All right, fellas, up to the booth for interviews. What a show those guys put on. We will get a word with those drivers here momentarily. Battled right to the very end. Points leader Chris Cox slides back 1. Brings home the 5:15 in P3 with a 70-plus points lead. His point lead should be safe. Chris, this is Joe. You got me?
Yes, I got you.
Man, what a show that was. You probably had the best seat in the house there watching those two in front of you. A safe race by you. You were battling it out early, but again, a solid points night for the 5:15. How's your race, man? How did you see it from the seat?
It was pretty good. I liked watching that battle that happened up front. I didn't think it was going to pay out like it did. I thought there were going to end up being an incident that I could maybe capitalize on, and otherwise, the only bad thing that happened was just that dirty door that I got, but it happens.
Yeah, man, great run. It looks like you got 1 week left to go, and you're looking at a late model championship here at Friday Night Lights. So, man, looking forward to Volusia next week. We do have 2 drop weeks, so we'll have to see how those points play out. But great run by you, man. You got anybody you'd like to thank for your podium finish?
I'd like to thank MJC Desktop Fabrications. That's basically it.
All right, man. You going to run in the sprint cars?
I will not. I'll be watching Flow.
There you go. It's a great run by you again, man. Congratulations on another solid night by the 5:15. I will say consistency will get it done every time, my friend. So great run by you. Can't wait to watch you next week.
Yep. Have a good one, guys.
All right, man.
It's fun.
Coming in second place, also second in the points, the 238 of Anthony Marjulio. Gave it a valiant effort at the end, beating and banging with the 11 car, put on the best show of the night. Anthony, this is Joe. You got me?
Yeah, I got you, Joe.
Man, that was fun. I don't know how it was from the seat, but I can tell you from watching from the booth, that looked like a hell of a time, man. How'd your night go? You guys just kind of stayed together, but how'd you see your race?
It went good. In the beginning, I just tried to stay out of trouble. I knew the bottom would come in late. It seemed like when I went to the top to try to follow those guys, they were a little better than I was until I figured it out. But then, I mean, the bottom through 3 and 4 was just dominant all night for me. And, eventually I learned how to run 1 and 2. Every time we got a restart, I would give it a try. And finally realized where I need to hit my marks and where to lift and where to use a little bit of brake to keep it down there. But if you got on the throttle a little too much, then you lost a whole lot of time. So you just had to be very patient on the bottom tonight.
Yeah, man, patient you were right up until the very end, man. I got to tell you, that's a broadcast to watch that at the end of that race. So you came in P2, points leader, edged. You got him by 1 position, so probably aren't going to make up the 70 points tonight, but you made up some points. You got anybody you'd like to thank for your podium?
Yeah, the whole Mass Mafia crew. Joe, you putting this on. My girlfriend for letting me do this every Friday night, and I want to thank, Jordan. He drove a hell of a race, and we stayed clean the whole time and didn't have to worry about getting into each other. And I mean, this I think was the 358s and the limited late models were some of the best races this season.
Yeah, man, it was a lot of fun to watch. So there you have it, new father, the 238. So this might be his last full season of competition, as he's going to have his hands full here before too long. Great run by you, my friend. Next week at Volusia, can't wait. And are you going to run the sprint cars?
Yeah, I'll be running the sprint cars. I want to try to save you some shipping.
You better run them while you can, because that baby's coming. Good luck, man. We'll see you. We'll see you in the sprint cars. Jordan LaFawn in the 11 car starts from the pole, puts on a quick time, puts the 358 mod on the podium, increases that by 1 position, and puts the 11 car into victory lane after an absolutely amazing run to the flag. Jordan, this is Joe. You got me?
Yes, sir, brother. How are we?
Man, that had to be fun. It was absolutely amazing to watch. You and Anthony Marjulio battled it out, man, right to the very end. How'd your race go, man, and how was that finish from the seat?
That race was a blast. I wasn't 100% sure if I was going to be able to hold him off. In the top there, dude. I just knew that I had to keep as much momentum as I could. Because I'm not very good. It takes me a couple laps to get into a groove. So if I'm running the top, I'm 9 times out of 10, I'm sticking to the top. I'm not going to try to jump down there if I see somebody coming to try to block them or whatever. Just because I know my driving style and I tend to screw up. And I know them late models, them limiteds especially, like to push. And I didn't even want to try to jump down there and screw any of them turns up, because I knew if I did that, he was right there to make the move, man. That was a good race.
Man, that was a lot of fun. You got to watch that one back for sure. Beating and banging right till the flag stand. You got anybody you'd like to thank for your victory?
Just guys over at Nightmare Motorsports. There's Lawn Care, 5-6 Graphics. We got Big Bacon Media, and again, you guys for putting these shows on every Friday night. Man, I look forward to Volusia next week. Should be fun.
Yeah, man, can't wait to see you do battle again, my friend. So a great night for you. So we're not going to see you in the sprint cars, right?
No, sir. No sprint cars for me this evening.
Two podiums and wrap it up.
Oh yeah, and I will be back in here. I will be back in here next Friday for the 358s and the limited. So
attaboy. Thanks for joining us, man. Great run by you. Welcome back to the league. You took a little vacation on us, but you showed back up in prime fashion. Attaboy. So have a great weekend, man, and we will see you next week.
Thank you, guys. As always, enjoy your guys' weekend, and happy Memorial Day, everybody.
Yeah, man. There you have it. The 11 car of Jordan LaFawn took a couple weeks off from the league, comes back in, puts the 11 car on the podium in the 358s and the limited late models. We are running a bit behind. We will transfer over real quick to the 305 sprint cars. Lost my train of thought there for a second, so we will be right back.
History repeats itself. History is always happening over and over again. So one of the ways to stop a theme, one of the ways to stop something from reoccurring is to first of all admit it. It didn't take long for us to quickly realize that there was power behind Mission 22, power behind its brand, power behind its message, and power behind its people that represented it.
All right, my friends, day 19 of 22, the 22-day push-up challenge. Day 19 means 418 men and women have possibly committed suicide in the last 19 days. I went and looked up my ship, the USS Rushmore. More people who have killed themselves by now than ever served on our ship at one time in just 19 days.
19, 20, 21. One more. Y'all ready for the last one?
Mission 22 has become a decentralized nationwide effort to show love, to raise money, to be available for other warriors, to be able to be a point of contact, to let the warriors know, but also for warriors to let other warriors know that there is a community. You're not alone. This isn't happening in silence. You're not forgotten. You know, we brought 4 veterans from all different parts of the United States and brought them together to hike through the state of Oregon.
May God bless you on your journey. Thank you for serving our country and for being willing to go on this walk. I'm praying you feel peace and strength with each mile.
You know, on this hike, some folks found God, some folks remained sober, some folks lost a significant amount of weight to be able to participate. And not so much just a healing walk for us as warriors, but for us to contribute to other people's healing. You know, this hike, we raised $12,000 for endobiogeny. Some of the folks on this hike, you know, they're going to be volunteers for this treatment. And I couldn't be more pleased and more proud because it was difficult. We had a lot of struggles. Not everything on this hike went pretty, you know, but we put some skin in the game. At the end of the day, we were able to raise money and we'll be able to use that money so guys can get treatment that they need. The War at Home Monument is an example of our social impact, of our awareness, of our permanent fixture to do the work that we can't always do, to always remind us of what we've lost and what we will lose if we don't reconcile it. What we've done is taken 20 different veterans with their families' permission and used them as a silhouette to cut out of a 3,000-pound plate of steel. These warriors are placed in a V, and this is to show the size of the problem. This is to show the empty space they leave behind. And it's also to be a constant reminder of what happens when we don't listen to the stories of the warriors that fought in our name. Because it's not okay. It's not okay that everyone didn't know about veteran suicide. It's not okay that these things were a secret or left unsaid, or that it was shameful. It's not okay that it's shameful to suffer alone and suffer in silence, because if you ask for help, that you're no longer a warrior, that you're weak.
Yeah. So I come back and I thought everybody else changed. So I pushed my family away. And it took a long time to really realize it because I didn't want to look internally. You know, I got my Class A CDL and hit the road. I was on the road for about 8 years trucking. And this makes me think about how insignificant all of the major things going on are. I mean, what, 1 million years ago, that blew up. And, you know, over time became this.
Whether it's hiking mountains or building monuments, it takes a community to heal a warrior. Warriors didn't get damaged and didn't become separated from the sunlight of the spirit on their own. It happened in the name of this nation. We can change the way we think about war, how we think about warriors, how we think about ourselves, and what we think we're going to do in the American community. We can do it now. We can do it here. And there's going to be another generation of warriors coming. We can set the tone to create a culture that grabs them up and loves them and smothers them in resources, in opportunity, right now.
Welcome back. That's going to be a tough act to follow there after the limited late models race. So let's hope for the same action here in the 305 sprint cars. If you stayed with us all night, greatly appreciated. Welcome back to the show. We are getting ready to do battle back here at USA in the 305 sprint cars. Current point leader Anthony Marjulio in first position. Caden Berry, who is not with us tonight. Andy Patton in P3, so Patton has an opportunity to move up. Jeff Kemper in 4, and GJ Boydell, last year's champion, is in a P5. So we are getting ready to go to a quick drivers meeting. Get all drivers clear the track, please. All drivers clear the track. All right, drivers, welcome to week 11 here at USA International Speedway. Gears Unlimited Friday Night Lights. We had 0 protests in the sprint car division last week, so good job on you guys for that. I don't have a lot to report. This is week 11. We wrap up the season next week at Volusia, so looking forward to that. And we will be back with Coast to Coast Racing for week 13, maybe get behind the wheel. So nothing else to report. We will be going green. We do mute microphones right before qualifying. Any questions, comments, or concerns, now would be the time. None heard. Put on a great show. Good luck. There was a quick drivers meeting on this Memorial Day weekend. We ask that you reflect on all those who paid the ultimate sacrifice for our freedom that allow us to do what we do. None of this is possible without those veterans out there who, again, paid the ultimate sacrifice. So hopefully take time this Memorial Day weekend to think about, maybe you know a veteran, grandpa or dad or brother, whatever. Take some time to reflect on those individuals and what they did for our freedom. Qualifying is underway. We will ride along with the 002 Mitchell Racing, Garrett Mitchell, as he gets around here at USA International. Randy Shreves in the 56 car. Good looking wrap on the 002 tonight. Randy Shreves in the LGR Motorsports driver in the 56. Andy Patton at top of the board. Sean Stevens now with a 19,994. The Wildby race team joining us out of Australia. Sean Stevens has been with us a few races this year, but not on a steady basis. Good looking 26 machine. Putting it at the top of the board with your quick time with a 19,994. Nathaniel Davis in the 19 machine. New to the league. Welcome, Nathaniel. See how he's currently 15th quick. PJ Popham in the 25 machine out of the Northwest. PJ coming in for his first lap in the 25 machine. Coming out of turn 4. Should take time this time by. Unless he brushed the wall, we are coming to the end of qualifying here. PJ getting in some extra laps. Got about 1 minute till we go green on your first heat race. PJ good enough for 18th quick with a 29.05. Gavin Chatham in P2. Coming in just behind Sean Stevens. Sean Stevens breaks the into the 19-second area. Sean Stevens super quick. PJ up to the 5th quick with a 21.05. Great run by the 25 machine. Driver out of the Northwest. And that should do it for qualifying. Stevens, Chatham, Marjulio, Patton, Popham. Sean Stevens with your Gears Unlimited Friday Night Lights quick time. one to the grid. Heat one to the grid, please. Sean Stevens, Andy Patton on the front row. Randy Shreve, Zachary Loomis in row 2. Butch Baker, Nathaniel Davis in row 3. Jeff Falero rounds out your field of 7 drivers. All right, leader, you know the drill. 1.5 car length behind the pace truck. Everyone else, once we get the 1 to go, going to ask you to tighten it up. Half car length between yourself, the car in front of you. The start is on green. Do not jump the start. Do not pass before the start finish line. You got 8 laps. Everyone is heading to the feature. Race hard, race clean. Good luck. Watch that 2 car of Jeff Falero. I'm surprised to see the Canadian driver in the back of the field. Up front, Sean Stevens, good friends from down under, joining us in the 26 machine. Again, Sean doesn't race a lot with us, but we appreciate it when he does take the time to come out and run on Gears Unlimited Friday Night Lights. As we wrap up our first full season, we do have some sponsorship opportunities available. If you would like to sponsor these sprint cars or the 358 modifieds, please let us know, and we can discuss all the details. If you'd like to donate, as we do not charge drivers to race in Got Your Six or in Friday Night Lights, you can donate to the league. GY6RN.com. Be greatly appreciated. Help us cover costs, and we got some pretty exciting things that we're thinking about for next season, which, as you know, all takes cash. So greatly appreciated if you were able to donate, or if you're interested in sponsoring. Leader, 1.5 car length behind the pace truck, sir. Sean Stevens is going to bring us to the green flag. Got Air Force veteran Andy Patton to his outside in the 87 machine. Andy Patton currently 3rd in the points standing without Caden Berry here. He's certain to take over P2. Not sure he can catch. He's 50, 60 something points behind points leader Anthony Marjulio. We are getting ready to go green. We will go green this time by. Pace truck is up. Green flag is out. We are underway. Sean Stevens with a great start. Andy Patton's going to fall in line behind Stevens. Randy Shreve's up to P3. Butch Baker, not sure what happened. Butch Baker must have got loose. Jeff Falero from the back of the field moves up into the 4th and final transfer position. Nathaniel Davis in the 019 machine, currently in P5. Butch Baker falls back to 6. Zachary Loomis in the 37 machine is in P7. Up front, Sean Stevens running away from the field. The 87 car of Andy Patton's going to try to keep him close. Go on board with your winner, or with your leader here, Andy Patton in a close second. There are your top 4. Jeff Falero behind Randy Shreves in the 56 car. See the 56 just up in front of you there. Andy Patton looked like he's trying to reel in Sean Stevens a little bit. Stevens with a almost half-second gap over Patton. Everyone is nose to tail, spread out. Sean Stevens up front, the Wyobe driver in the 26. We are working lap 5 of 8. Stevens, Patton, Shreves, Falero, Butch Baker in the 97 gathers back in. Zachary Loomis, looks like Loomis and Davis are going to battle it out. They are back in battling it out for 6th position. 87 cars cut it down the lead here to 0.3 seconds. Working lap 7 of 8. 1 to go this time by. Just got the white flag. Stevens, Patton, Shreves, Falero in the 2 machine. Falero pulls up to the rear tail tank of Shreves. Falero thinking about making a challenge here on this last lap. Up front, Stevens. Heat 2 to the grid. Heat 2 to the grid, please. Gavin Chatham, PJ Popham on the front row. Dean Reynolds, Jeffrey Kemper in row 2. Billy Roberts, Jason Furcuron in row 3. Hunter Jarrell rounds out your field of 7 drivers. All right, drivers, welcome to heat number 2. Leader, 1.5 car length behind the pace truck. Everyone else, once you get the 1 to go, going to ask you to tighten it up. Half car length between yourself, the car in front of you. The start is on green. Do not jump to start. Do not pass before the start finish line. Everyone is headed to the feature. Race hard, race clean, put on a great show. Good luck. Gavin Chatham's been at the front of the field all night in the 24 machine. PJ new to Friday Night Lights on the outside in the 25 machine. Driver out of the Northwest, not sure where. Dean Reynolds in the 079 Super Dirt Car Series Full Throttle Motorsports driver. Always appreciate it when Dean Reynolds can come out. The 181 of Jeffrey Kemper outside of Dean. Speaking of Dean Reynolds, sounds like the whole East Coast got pounded with rain, so freed up a little bit of Dean's time. Billy Roberts in the Gears Unlimited entry, the 99 machine with the 74 to his outside. Pace truck should exit this time by. We got 8 laps here. Again, everyone headed to the feature. Pace truck is off. Gavin Chatham will bring us to the green flag. We are underway here at USA International Speedway in the 305 sprint cars for week 11 of Friday Night Lights. Gavin Chatham to the point. Will he slide out? Yes, he will. Gets out in front of the 25. PJ with the crossover slides down underneath the 24 machine. Gavin in the preferred line here. Good run off of turn 2 or 4. My apologies. PJ in P2. Jeff Kemper in the 181 in P3. Reynolds moves up or holds steady. My apologies. Kemper holds steady. The 74 up 1 position in front of the 99 of Billy Roberts. There's a look at your field as everyone seems to be running a little bit higher line. It's like Dean Reynolds is taking a peek below PJ there for P2. Go on board with Dean as he's riding behind the 25 machine. And then we'll go to the gearbox with the 181 of Jeff Kemper, hot on the tail tank of Dean Reynolds. Jeff Kemper getting it done in the 181 machine. Gavin Chatham checking out on the field, up to over a half-second gap over second place, PJ Popham. Dean Reynolds in P3, Jeff Kemper in 4, Jason Frucaron, brand new to the league, in P5 in front of Billy Roberts in the 99 machine, and Hunter Jarrell did not take the grid. We are working lap 6 of 8. Gavin Chatham increasing his lead up to over 0.6. Gavin Chatham out front in the 24 machine, increasing his lead almost a second now. 1 lap to go. The 24 on the point, 25 in second. Oh, somebody got way high. It's like the 79 car of Dean Reynolds coming out of the turn. Chatham pop him. Heat 3 to the grid. Anthony Marjulio, Greg Boydell on the front row. Garrett Mitchell, Anthony Morano in row 2. Dylan Corey, Nathan Aldrich in row 3. Zach Willingham rounds out your field of 7 drivers. All right, leader, 1.5 car length behind the pace truck. Everyone else, once we get the 1 to go, we're going to ask you to tighten it up. Half car length between yourself, the car in front of you. Start is on green. Do not jump the start. Do not pass before the start finish line. Got 8 laps to get it done. Everyone heading to the feature. Put on a great show. Race hard. Race clean. Good luck. Second in the points, the 230, or first in the points. The points leader is on the pole of Heat 3. Greg Boydell in the 014 outside of the pole sitter. Last year's champion, driver out of Canada. Icon Sim Sports entry. .238 with a sizable lead over second place Caden Berry. 620 for Marjulio, 585 for Berry, so over 30 points. Pace truck will exit this time by Pace truck is off. Green flag is out. We are underway. Marjulio in the 238 on the bottom side. Garrett Mitchell in the 02 going with the 238, trying to get underneath the 014 of Greg Boydell. Can't make it happen that time by. We are 2 by 2 at the front of the field. Marjulio low, Greg Boydell up high. Boydell to the point. Last year's champion getting it done. Marjulio back to P2. Now Anthony Morano in the 320 entry. He moves up to P3. Nathan Aldrich in the 514 coming. Nathan up to P4. Working lap 3 of 8, Greg Boydell checking out on the field a little bit here. Almost half-second gap between himself and Anthony Morano in the 320 machine. Morano racing driver. There are your top 5. Looks like Mitchell trying to get underneath the 514 of Nate Aldridge. Aldrich able to hold that position on the high side. Up front, Greg Boydell leading the way in the 014 entry. Anthony Morano in P2. Marjulio in 3, Nate Aldrich in the 514, moving up 2 positions into P4. Working lap 6 of 8. Morano, Marjulio will go on board with Garrett Mitchell. Garrett Mitchell trying to get it done. Sliding up behind the 514 of Nate Aldrich. You can see the white flag come out right over the head of the 002. Right on the tail tank of the 514, but up front, Greg Boydell leading the way. Got one more corner to navigate. He gets through that corner. Boydell, Morano, Marjulio, Aldrich, Mitchell, Corey are your finishing order. Three minutes of warm-up. We will warm up for 3 minutes, and we will be right back.
The goal at any given race is, of course, to win. And CrowdStrike, AWS, and DXDT were fortunate to achieve championship-winning results in 2020. We're extremely proud to be partnering with Operation Motorsport through our racing initiatives. Their program seeks to place military veterans in various positions inside a real racing team. The experience aids in their retraining, recovery, and rehabilitation.
So my name is Chad Failing. I'm a staff sergeant retired out of the United States Army. I am with Kevin Boehm under DXDT. You're getting creative. You're getting taught to think outside of the box.
We couldn't be more proud to be affiliated with this great program. In the spirit of giving back to the community and creating meaningful opportunities, we're committed to building a diverse motorsports platform with the amazing men and women who have served our country.
When people hear Till Valhalla Project, the first thing they might think of is our shirts. But what most people don't know is that our plaques came first and the t-shirts came second. What some people might not know is that the same shirts that we make day in and day out allowed us to do unbelievable things for unbelievable people. Whether it's donating our proceeds to reduce veteran suicide or gifting handcrafted memorial plaques to the families of fallen heroes, these t-shirts simply stand for honor and freedom. 2 words that wouldn't exist without our heroes. This makes Till Valhalla Project a place our fallen heroes truly live on forever.
Welcome back. We're about to go 30 laps of sprint car racing here at USA International. Feature to the grid, please. Steven Chatham on the front row, Boydell Patton in row 2, Popham and Morano in row 3, Shreves Reynolds in 4, Marjulio Falero in 5, Kemper Aldrich in 6, Baker Furcaron in 7, Mitchell Loomis in 8, Roberts Corey in 9, Davis Jarrell in 10. Zach Willingham rounds out your field of 21 drivers. All right, drivers, initial start, just like your heat races. Leader, going to ask you to be 1.5 car length behind the pace truck. Everyone else, once we get the one to go, tighten it up. Half car length between yourself, the car in front of you. The restart is on green. Do not jump the start. Do not pass before the start finish line. 30 laps to get it done. Put on a great show. Good luck. Race hard, race clean. Australian driver Sean Stevens on that front row with the 24. Hot hand of Gavin Chatham to his outside. Last year's champion Greg Boydell starting P3. Soon to be second in the points. Andy Patton in the Air Force 87 machine is rolling off P4. So the field is set for a very interesting 305 sprint car nightcap for Gears Unlimited Friday Night Lights. Thank you all for tuning in. Greatly appreciated. Your points leader, Marjulio, he's rolling off the field back in 8th position, or 9th, my apologies. Race truck should exit this time by. Again, we have 30 laps. Tighten it up, tighten it up, tighten it up. Field belongs to Sean Stevens on that front row. 26 is off below the 24. They are wing to wing at the line. Good start by the front row. Greg Boydell diving the 014 down low. 25 is going to take it 3 wide. Somehow they made it work. Gavin Chatham dives down into the turn there in turn 3 to battle your leader, Sean Stevens. Those two battling it out. Great racing up front so far. Put the 24 of Chatham up to P1. Stevens with the crossover. Can't get it done. He will slide job here. No, he won't. Stays down low. Sean Stevens back to the point with the 24 of Chatham to his outside. PJ Popham in the 25 machine. Greg Boydell slides back to P4. Andy Patton is your top 5. Steven Chatham, Popham, Boydell, Patton. Anthony Morano in the 320. He's going to dive it underneath the 87. Looks like we were 3 wide behind him. Randy Shreves in the 56 machine with Nathan Aldridge. Now Jeff Falero in the 2 machine. He dives it down low, trying to get underneath the 56 of Randy Shreves. You can see these cars bouncing down that back stretch there. Track's already getting rough. Valero trying that bottom line early. Shreves almost makes contact there with Dean Reynolds. Up front, Sean Stevens with a solid lead. Gavin Chatham in P2, not giving up on the tail tank of the 26. Popham in 3rd. Greg Boydell in the 014 in 4th. The Air Force entry. Andy Patton currently in 5th position. 3rd in the overall points. Looking for a great points night. Dean Reynolds with a great run off the top side. Pulls on the tail tank of the 320 car. Randy Shreves cuts down low, almost gets in the back of the 79. Good driving by the 56 of Randy Shreves. Falero stays on that bottom side, trying to get it to work. Back it down. Caution is out. Back it down. We'll get a look at what happened here. Like Nathaniel Davis in the 019 car. (019) EOL 019, end of longest line, please. Leader, gonna need you 1.5 car length behind that pace truck. Please tighten up that gap. Everyone else, half car length between yourself, the car in front of you. We should be going green next time by. Let's tighten it up. Great opening run. Got working lap 7 of 30. Nathaniel Davis in the pits after that incident. Sean Stevens able to hold on to the lead. Battling out with Gavin Chatham. Pace truck is off. We are underway. Stevens with a slider line running above that slick. Looks like Jeff Falero was the only car trying that bottom side. Let's check back on Falero in the 2 machine. Driver out of Canada. Points leader Mahulio down there with him trying that bottom side. Up front, Sean Stevens. Gavin Chatham keeping a close eye on that 26 machine. DJ Popham, Greg Boydell, Andy Patton moves up to the rear tail tank. Now Patton sends it down low, trying to get underneath the 014. Boydell gets loose off exit. That might open the door for the 320 of Morano to get up in front of the 87 machine. No room to slide up. Patton holds that outside. Dean Reynolds up to P7. Patton able to hold on to that bump at the exit of turn 4 is treacherous. It seems like that big dip out there right at the exit of turn 4 out near the wall is giving fits to these drivers. We've seen a few drivers get loose out there. Greg Boydell currently in 4th in the 014. Andy Patton in the 87, Anthony Morano in the 320. Morano running a little higher line, as is the 79 of Reynolds. 56 of Randy Shreves. Your points leader back in 13th position, falling off 4 positions since the start. Is Anthony Marhulio just running a safe points night, or does he make a late race dash for the front? Newcomer Jason Furcaron. Up front, Stevens opens up almost a half-second gap over the 24 of Gavin Chatham, waiting for that bottom to come in again. We saw that create quite a battle in the limited late models. Front 2 pulling away from Popham. Back it down. Caution is out. That looks like that was your points leader, if we can get a camera on him. .238 gets up into the 181. .238 EOL, 238 EOL. Sean Stevens still at the point. That brings the 24 back to his rear tail tank. We are working lap 15 of 30. We will give the 1 to go next time by. Going green next time by. Stephen Chatham, Popham, Boydell, Patton. Andy Patton running a safe race, trying to move up into points. Currently third in the points. Caden Berry not with us tonight. Running real sprint cars out on the East Coast, although he's probably getting fitted since it's raining from what I understand. Sean Stevens will bring us back to the green flag at lap 14 of 30. Pace truck is off. 26 car gets a great start. 24 didn't go real well at the line. PJ Popham pulled up to the rear tail tank of the 24. Greg Boydell now under attack. Hits that bump, I'm telling you. Oh, that was in turn 2. Everyone's staying low, away from that dip there at the exit of turn 4. Andy Patton trying to move up to P4. U.S. Air Force 87 car gets underneath the 14. Now Gavin Chatham under attack from PJ Popham. In the 25, put PJ in his first Friday Night Lights race up to P2. Does the 25 have anything for our friend from down under, Sean Stevens, in the 26 machine? Got the 26, the 25, and the 24 running 1, 2, 3. Jeff Valero still working. He's trying to get underneath the 014. Caution's out. Back it down. Like Dean Reynolds. Like the 320 comes down as the 79 is going up. Putting the 79 of Dean Reynolds into the pits. We will make no call on that one. Leader, 1.5 car length behind the pace truck, please, sir. Everyone else, about a half car length between yourself, the car in front of you. Leader, restart is on you. Everyone else, you're going on the car in front of you. Let's tighten it up in the back, please. Going green next time by. Sean Steven has led flag to flag. PJ Popham able to move up. He's up 3 positions from the start. Put the 25 car in P2 on his first Gears Unlimited Friday Night Lights sprint car race. Pace truck should exit this time by. Sean Stevens will lead him to the green flag. He is off. Great start by the 26. Popham trying to keep within reach of your leader. Gavin Chatham trying that bottom side now in the 24, as is Andy Patton. Contact between the... Back it down. Caution is out. Contact between Valero and the 56, I think, of Shreves here. Looks like Valero was coming down to get underneath the 14. Our fellas working lap 19 of 30. Got a ways to go here. Stevens, Popham, Chatham, Patton, Boydell are your top four. That incident put Jeff Valero back to 17th. The 2-car was coming up through the field. Puts him back in 17th position. Don't know where Randy Shreves. He probably will exit. Let's tighten it up. Tighten it up. One to go here. Sean Stevens still on the point, working lap 19 of 30. Got a little ways to go here. Pace truck is off. Field belongs to the 26 of Stevens. Changing up his starting point. 25 of PJ Popham is able to stay close. Slides down underneath on the rear tail tank of the 26 for the lead. Gavin Chatham in third position. Now he'll dive down low, try to get underneath Popham. As did Sean Stevens, changing his line. Sean Stevens giving the bottom a go. Popham and Chatham side by side. 24 gets on the grass down low. Can't make the pass. Andy Patton, the 87. Greg Boydell battling it out with the 514 of Nathan Aldridge. Looked like Nate thought about trying to dive down low underneath the 014. Back it down. Caution is out. (002) EOL 002 EOL. Sean Stevens still at the point as we get ready to go back to green here momentarily. As we get everything put back together here. Sean Stevens able to hold off PJ Popham so far. Again, the 26, 25, 24 are a 1, 2, 3. Gavin Chatham, Andy Patton able to hold P4. Working lap 21 of 30, so we're getting down there. Good start by the 26, 25 of Popham, trying to pull back up to that rear tail tank. Gavin Chatham might have found something down low. Got a good run off that bottom side. Andy Patton following him down there. Bottom usually comes in late race here. You can see how rough that track's getting. These cars bouncing. Zachary Loomis in the 37 machine. Making a run for the front. Zach up to 5th position in the 37. Working underneath Greg Boydell. He's up 10-point positions from the start. Working that bottom side. Bringing your points leader along with him. The 238 of Anthony Marjulio is following Zach. Looks like Jeff Kemper there got into the wall. Will they take it 3 wide? Yes, they will. Contact between Boydell and Zach Loomis. Loomis wisely backs out of it there, gives that back to Boydell. 238, your points leader currently in P6. Great run by Zach Loomis in the 37 machine. Now Nate Aldrich pulls up to his rear tail tank. Up front, it's getting tight. PJ Popham trying to reel in Sean Stevens. Track starting to slicken up. You can see the handwork inside the cockpit there by Sean Stevens. Top 2 pulling away from Gavin Chatham a little bit here. Working lap 28 of 30, 25 slides it in. Boy, that was close. Looking underneath, you can see the cars bouncing there. What a battle up front. Will we have another sprint to the flag stand here? Working lap 29 of 30. Stevens and Popham, they make contact. Popham has found a line down there. He had to back out of it that time by. Will he use that to his advantage for a last lap pass? Hits the bumps at the exit of 4. 1 to go. There are your front 2. Stevens dives down low to block Chatham on the bottom side. They make contact. Stevens holds on to the win. Popham and Chatham are your top 3. Top 3, start finish line, please. Top 3, start finish line. Andy Patton holds on to a solid night, finishing P4 in the 87 machine. Greg Boydell in P5. Anthony Marjulio, your points leader, finishes up the night in P6. Zach Loomis is your biggest mover of the field, moving up 9 positions from his start. All right, fellas, that's good. Go up top for your interviews. There you have it. What a great run. We saw another dash to the flag stand there by PJ Popham we will get a word with Gavin Chatham. The 24 had himself a heck of a night. Kept the 24 car up front all night, no matter what the division was. Gavin, this is Joe. You got me?
Hey, Joe, I got you.
Another solid run, my friend. 24 looked pretty strong. Those front two, boy, they were on a rail. Did you have anything for them if we would have ran a few more laps?
I think I messed up there trying to roll the bottom, and I hit it right on the one lap, and I thought I could get him, and I rolled it again. And if you didn't hit the bottom right, you lost a lot of time because you really killed your momentum. And I just fell back a little too far. Then this last couple laps, once again, just like last week at I-55, I figured something out, running like maybe a lane off the top, and I probably wouldn't have ran him back down. Those two guys are PJ and Sean are very strong, and they're fast, and they hit their marks. They're smooth. So pretty much unless they made a mistake, I probably wasn't going to get by them. But yeah, a solid run for us, the top three. We'll keep rolling with the momentum and just carry it into next week.
Yeah, man. Again, great run. You got anybody you'd like to thank for another podium for the 24?
I'd like to thank Chatham Motorsports, Northeast Outlaw Motorsports. Premier Racing Setups just came on board. I'd like to thank them. Go check them out if you need any iRacing setups. Use my name, Chatham15. Use the code for 15% off. MSMD, Mike Schick Motorsports Design, and Velocity Race Design. They do a great job making my cars look good and making us look good out there. Joe, thank you. Thank you, Friday Night Lights. Everybody puts us on. It's a great time. Great racing league and very competitive. Also want to say, remember what this weekend's about, Memorial Day, and thank the veterans and everything that gave everything and the ones that are still with us today. Just thank your veterans this weekend.
Yeah, man, we've been talking about that all night. Greatly appreciated, my friend. It means the world to me. And thank you for the sizable donation to Got Your Six Racing Network. That's what's going to keep this thing moving forward. So I wish you a great rest of the weekend, man, and can't wait till next week already at Volusia.
Sounds good. Thank you. Thanks for coming out and watching, and we'll see you next week at Volusia. Thanks, Joe.
All right, man. PJ Popham in the 25 machine shows up for Friday Night Lights. Brand new to the show. PJ's Joe. You got me?
Got you loud and clear, Joe.
Man, that looked like that was a lot of fun there. I thought you were going to have something for the 26. You kind of dove down and blocked you there on the last lap. How was your run, and how'd you like Friday Night Lights?
Friday Night Lights is a lot of fun. We got the win last week, and then second this week, so we're off to a good start here. Was catching Sean there at the end. Just track was so gone, that I just couldn't get a run enough on him to get underneath of him or next to him, and I'd get next to him in the corner, but I'd have to, arc my car back down, and I'd lose a little bit more momentum, and he'd come back on the outside. So we got into the back of him a couple times, trying to rattle his cage just a little bit. Got into him coming out of 4, but didn't want to wreck him for the win. But it was a lot of fun battling up there with Sean and my teammate Gavin. So thank you guys for letting us race here on Friday nights.
Yeah, man, that was a lot of fun. You guys put on a heck of a show. So your deal here at the bottom left of our broadcast says Northwest. Where are you from?
I am from Great Falls, Montana.
Oh, man, I was stationed in Montana for 5 years and enjoyed my time up there, but was also glad to leave when it was time to go. 40 below was a bit much for me.
Yeah, it's not for everybody here, but it's definitely a great place if you like winter.
Oh, I absolutely enjoyed that 5 years that we were up in Montana. So I see that you have Northwest down there on your profile. We did post the SDK driver information app link on Facebook. That's free, and you can put your sponsor, you can put whatever you want into that, and it'll show up here on the screen. So suggest you do that. You don't have to, but suggest that you check that out. You got anybody you'd like to thank for your podium?
Yeah, absolutely. I got to thank my sponsors, Bison Ford, Pacer Sign and Design, DM Race Engines, Upfront Bodies, Dusty Popham, the Realtor, Elysian Salon, Northeast Outlaws, with Gavin Chatham and Jeffrey Flaro and Kyle Vaughn, Ben Wirt, and Bite Motorsports.
So do you race up there at Great Falls?
Yes, we were supposed to race tonight, but it rained out. So we'll go race tomorrow.
Man, I was trying to think. I have someone that raced an IMCA modified when I was stationed up there in our squad. Can't remember his name right now, but so thank goodness for the rain, so you can come out and join us, man. And hopefully we see you next week at Volusia to wrap up our first full season at Gears Unlimited Friday Night Lights.
Look forward to it, Joe. Thank you.
All right, man. Have a good night. Our friend from Down Under does not show up to race with us very often. However, when he does, he is usually super quick. Has ran into some bad luck here at Friday Night Lights, but today it was all good luck. Sean, this is Joe. You got me?
I certainly do, mate. How are you?
Man, you know what? I am pretty well. We had some pretty amazing racing tonight, and you were a part of that, my friend. Gears Unlimited Friday Night Lights was a heck of a show tonight. How's your race, and what did you have there for PJ? Did you think he's going to get by you, or did you have him in check?
Look, he was gaining on me. I knew it. I just couldn't find the right line towards the end. You could probably see me searching, going high and going low, and doing sliders, and just trying to find out where the fastest line was at the time. He would PJ very quick. I've raced with him in all different kinds of leagues. He's very quick every time he gets on track. Same with Gavin. He's very quick as well. I just raced and tried to keep in front towards the end there. I knew they were battling for second and third at one point there after me restart. But, he done well to catch me. I think another 5 laps he would have got me.
Yeah, I tell you, that bump coming out of turn 4, man, was treacherous. That caught quite a few people tonight. Looks like the track got pretty rough at the end. How'd you find the track? Did it feel from the seat as bad as it did?
It probably looked worse than it actually felt, to be honest. I thought it was okay. Considering previous times I've been here on this track, it's actually gotten really bumpy. So to go out there and just, I don't know, have a smooth run, it was pretty good actually tonight.
Yeah, man, great run by you, my friend. Thank you for the heck of the show. It's kind of ironic that the 26 car, 25 car, and 24 car finished 1, 2, 3. You got anybody you'd like to thank for your victory?
I'll give a shout out to everyone at Wyobi Racing, all the sponsors on the car, Pertec, PPS, JS Simshots, LCJ, Catalysm Computers, CNC Racing Designs, and just quickly while I've got you here on the broadcast, Wyobi Racing are looking for some drivers to join. We're looking for the 3 to 5 dirt sprint car drivers or dirt drivers. Anyone out there, just message the page if they're interested, and we'll check you out.
Yeah, man. So a little sales pitch from you. We always appreciate when you can come join us, man. And you put on a heck of a show and a super, super good team. So greatly appreciate you coming out, man. If there's anything we can do to get you to come out more, all you got to do is send us a message. As you have seen, we are not so big that we can't change how we do business. So we're always open to suggestions. So if there's something that you'd like to see us do different, please let us know. Great run by you, my friend. Next week at Volusia, we wrap up our first full season. So hope you can make it. And
I'll be there, mate. Work. I've been working lately on weekends, so I've been pretty busy. But over the next few weeks, I should be free. So I'll be back next week, and we'll see how we go then.
That's awesome, Sean. Great run by you, my friend. Congratulations. We'll see you next week.
Thanks, mate.
Yes, sir. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. There is week 11 for Gears Unlimited Friday Night Lights. Please, as you heard Gavin Chatham and us talk throughout the night, remember what this holiday weekend is for. Please pay tribute to those who paid the ultimate sacrifice that allows us the opportunity to do what we're doing, sim racing or whatever it is. So greatly appreciate everyone tuning in. Again, next week at Volusia will be the wrap-up of our first inaugural season. And we hope for a great crowd. So greatly appreciate everyone tuning in, and we will see you next week.
Yes, that's why. So we'll just give them a quick brush, and then we'll get our stuff on, and then we have like an obstacle course. And so
I'm smiling.
You don't know why you're smiling. We always smile. Smiling's the best.
The Mission 22 Equine Program is a riding program for children of veterans. We also serve grandchildren or direct family members of veterans.
It's a lot of fun, and I've always loved horses.
We have private lessons and group lessons, but it's not just riding. You know, riding lessons, people just think that that's all it is. But we have the opportunity here to really build confidence, to lower stress levels, to give them an outlet and opportunity to spend time doing something healthy and productive. Mission 22 is really based on the foundation of the importance for family. It's why we're supporting families here. So in a time where kids' programs are being canceled left and right, school is shut down, they're not able to be around their friends, you know, being able to have an opportunity where they can just be together and let go of that stress and be around people. Again, honestly, it's just really that simple, being around people. You know, who would have thought that it was something as simple as that?
That's okay. You want to grab his reins and then I'll have you walk him forward. It's really a special thing to watch these kids come every week and build a partnership and a relationship with their horse. It lets them forget about everything that's going on in life, being able to come here, kind of shut the world out a little bit and have a really stress-free, fun environment.
There's tons of studies that have been done on lowering of cortisol levels of children, and especially with children of veterans, often growing up in a household that can be a more stressful place, to be able to have an outlet where they can be outside, fresh air, horses around them, and just growing in that confidence.
Horses are really unique. They're very intuitive to people. They're very emotionally intelligent. They're very emotional animals, very in tune to people. They have a great way of reading people as well, that they can pick up on if you're feeling nervous or scared or excited. They're very reflective to how you feel. And so it's a great way to kind of check in with yourself and see how you're feeling, because they'll let you know.
When you're riding bareback, it's really important to think about keeping your thighs nice and snug.
Watch your spacing. Remember 1 to 2 horse lengths in between. Nice work. Yep, then you're going to go through the blue barrels and you can weave through them and you can walk through them.
Before we came to Central Oregon, we were based out of Portland. So we were renting an office in the city, we were having to pay to board horses, and it was getting to be exceptionally expensive. And so what it came down to was an opportunity to have a facility that we can grow programs out, that we could have the equine program on our own property, that we can continue to operate during a time that nobody really knew kind of what was happening next. And so having our own facility gave us the freedom to continue serving the families that we care about.
It's so fun to see parents come and talk to each other, and being able to kind of share stories, watch their kids together is a really neat thing. Talk about just life in general, having a place to come and to really connect with people. Obstacles.
I really like riding the horse because it's the best thing ever, and it's so exciting.
By supporting families of veterans on this property through the equine program, it really gives us the opportunity to show that importance. So we're not just supporting their kids, but we're supporting their families. They're having a community here, and building that strong family foundation builds a strong veteran. And that is something that we very much believe in, is supporting the family, supporting the veteran, and that cohesiveness together.